No stretch, friends. We're almost. Oh, look at this card, guys.
Like 2 hours.
For the homie!
If you look carefully, he actually has some red sores on his forehead.
Nope.
Kind of foreshadowing thing there. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Pull one out
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
Sarah. For the homie.
Anyway, right. So we just the group made it to Neverlight Grove. They negotiated with some Myconids who were initially very friendly, and some of them were friendly throughout. Others they found were being dominated by some kind of a strange lady of decay named Zuggedmoy. Weird how that works. Anyway, they kind of intruded on what seemed to be a wedding rehearsal deal. They were accosted by a number of strange fungal creatures. During this assault at the beginning, their friend Sereth the Drow unfortunately lost his mind. His head exploded. And he turned on the party. After he was felled by the party in the first round of combat, the really big, bad, evil, larval, fungal mass creature thing caused his body to explode, further adding insult to injury. They still made short work of the fungus. Then they kind of interrupted another fungal thing where there was like 18 different fungal creatures.
And a couple fireballs.
A couple fireballs made short work of them too. They've rested, recuperated, they're fully charged again, ready to set off and find their way finally out of the Underdark back home. So here's hoping they make it.
Do we even have a lead on this?
No.
Dead.
Jim Jar says that it is time to head to Blingdenstone. It is the nearest place. He knows it's safe. It's gotta be safe. Nothing can go wrong at Blingdenstone. It's the perfect place.
Where?
Sure it is, buddy.
Jim Jar. Jimmy J. Mr. Jim.
Where are we going?
Blingdenstone.
Blingdenstone.
Is this for Neblin City?
Why?
If I'm being fully honest, there's a lot of trade with the surface world there. I'm pretty sure we'll find a way home.
Really?
Yep.
What's the main? Who's the main inhabitants there? What species or what kind?
Deep, like me, deep gnomes for Neblin. The most friendly of the Underdark races, of course.
Checking him. No, I'm too tired.
We've heard about them before.
I just trust him, yeah.
Yeah, we've heard about them before.
No, I know that. I'm just like...
He says, I'll bet you 10 to 1, my 10 to your 1, that when we arrive in Blingdenstone, they welcome us with open arms. My 10 to your 1?
I'll take it.
Yeah, cool.
Because I remember that he used to make bets with Sarah, so I'm like, alright, I'll take it.
That makes him really happy, actually. He kind of chuckles to himself and begins to, like, make a note mentally.
I'll continue to make, like, small bets with him as we...
I do see our one half wild shapes now.
What? All right. So you guys head off to travel. I don't think it's actually very far to Blingdenstone.
Do we take...
Do you?
Stool?
Stool doesn't walk on with you. He's home.
Okay.
Bye, Stool.
Yeah, he says goodbye to all of you. He says it was great to meet you. He hopes you guys find whatever you're looking for. Yeah.
Yo, pass the word. If you guys meet any other people, tell them that there's a bunch of demons out here messing people up.
Demons? What's a demon?
That guy that we saw.
The guy that we saw.
And his prince.
Still wasn't expecting him to survive.
Still wasn't there.
You kept him so safe. Still.
I'll give you a moment with Stool.
Still says, I'll really miss you. All your kicks.
And not asking about my friends.
It was great having a friend.
Yeah, all the kicks and giggles.
Yeah. I hope you find sun wherever you go.
Yes, I will find sun.
I'm carrying the sun with us.
I feel like you're my son.
I am a Myconid. I do not glow. I do not float in the sky.
I know.
We can fix that.
I think he meant the other kind of sun.
Chuck up in the air. Fireball! Sorry, I'm, again, psychopathic.
Rocket Man.
Levitate, fireball, we can do it.
Great.
Can't make things go
Anyway, it's a heartfelt goodbye. And Lubumub? Lubumub. Yeah.
Lubumub.
And Basidia and all the other Myconids you interact with who are positive say goodbye to you.
They're gonna be alright?
She has concerns, but she tells you that she will try her best. The Myconids and their joint wisdom will find a way through.
Alright.
Make sure to tell people about them demons.
We will do so.
All the time. Whenever anybody walks in the door.
Okay. There's no door, but you're right. Yes. We understand the meaning. You have doors made of wood, which is strange. And you carve down trees to do it, but that's okay. We have no objection to this.
You're
Yeah,
not a
because
tree.
trees are dumb.
mean, they use mushrooms. Anyway,
We leave.
yeah, you leave. Your journey across the Underdark is long and fraught with danger. You find all sorts of hazardous beasts. You see some very large, spooky-looking demons on your way, which is a big indicator something is going wrong and getting worse.
Right.
But between Jim Jar's expert guidance through the wilderness and your own now solid experience in navigating the Underdark, you're able to traverse the terrain without too much difficulty, suffering only minor injuries along the way. Without too much further ado, about 10 days later, you arrive in Blingdenstone. Let's see, I think you arrive at the gate. Let me find that map real quick.
What nice time with the music.
Yeah.
On our way, resting is a little safer now because I can create like a protective shell.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Ooh.
You got the.
Yeah,
I was thinking of getting that. Never mind.
Good, good, good.
What?
So Blingdenstone is accessed. There's a very large set of stairs that lead up to a kind of gate area. It's very clean, very well made, and built. It's like from like the tunnel you guys are in. There's like this just set of very straight, neat cut stairs leading up. Very wide, maybe about like 50 feet across. These stairs.
That's
Big old
excessive.
stairs, very accessible.
Yeah.
They lead up to again this courtyard with a low wall with some arrow slits along it, and then there's a gate. Let me read this thing. The main gate of Blingdenstone is a door made of steel and mithril, inlaid with a secret magic-resistant alloy and plated with adamantine. The gate looks incredibly sturdy. The terrace between the top of the stairs and the gate has a slight upward slope. The slope imposes it makes it hard for you guys to, like, for example, ram the gate.
Sure.
You guys will see 8 Swervneblin guarding the gate. As you guys approach, Jim Jar calls out, "Oi there! Friends, I return from afar. It is I, Jim Jar!"
Crossbow arrow.
The Swervneblin at the top of the gate kind of call down to him with smiles on their faces. Then they look at the rest of you guys. Their gaze pauses on Veltal and on Electro. And they say, "Jim Jar, what are you doing with them?" Jim Jar says, "Oh, they're okay. I promise. They've saved my life numerous times. They're great folk. They would never cause any harm to
100 to 1
Blingdenstone."
odds that he'd cause harm.
The guys on the gate say, "Well, we can let the rest in, but Chief Dorbo's gonna have to talk to them and let them in. We can't authorize that ourselves." Chief Dorbo.
Sure.
Special interviews for them. The
Yes, let's go
drow.
through customs.
They say drow with, like, carefully, as if they normally say it with incredible amounts of disrespect. So they're, like, controlling the way they say it in your presence.
Drow.
Yeah, right,
Are
exactly.
I
these the
appreciate
stairs that
the
we're coming
effort.
up?
Yes, exactly. You guys are here. So they
So respectful.
do let you in. Many of the like 4 of them come down from the top of the gate. So half of them come down. 2 each escort you and you.
Sure.
They do have weapons drawn, though they're not pointed at you. They're just like are obviously ready to defend themselves and their country. Yeah, for sure. They will lead you guys on inwards. The entryway is kind of like a maze. You can see this trench with like a series of stairs and platforms and terraces and balconies and doors and weird dead ends and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Seems strange.
Yeah, they're gonna blindfold the drow while they walk you through this, as a precaution.
Okay, great. While I'm blindfolded, I'm going to accuse them of touching me inappropriately.
So you think that's hilarious? They laugh nervously.
Is there light here? Can I see?
There's not a whole lot of light, though. They will offer you torches,
Great.
which is weird. Like these are torches that like obviously haven't been used in a very long time. They have like dust on them. They like blow them off and offer them to you. They like remember that they have a flint and steel and they like cut.
So does
cut
Jim
it
Jar
for
pay me
Take
money?
care of that. And I
Thanks.
just light
They
it.
did not welcome me with open arms.
you. Ooh.
Oh,
Good point. He pays you 10 gold. And he says, "Oops, sorry, forgot. Sometimes I see past the skin.
I'm
First
like
inside."
blindfolded and I hold up my
He just like puts 10 gold coins in there.
How do you know it's not copper?
Oh no.
Don't
Because
have
the
this-
weight.
point.
You can taste it.
You can taste
No,
it.
I
think you built.
He's
good
like
enough for
saved my life and I've saved his.
You guys
will
get the
not
sense.
cheat. He
You guys are
will
walking
not.
around very circuitous routes, kind of doubling back and then going up some stairs and down some stairs and then through a door and then back out the door. They're
Right.
doing a very, very
Right.
obvious like screwing with the drow while they're blindfolded thing.
Are we not there?
You're there.
This
You're
is
following along.
This is carved in stone, or can I fly over it?
Sorry.
It's mostly enclosed.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You could fly. They would prefer you stay with them, I guess is the way they phrase it. You can fly over some of it.
This
I'll
is
just
way too
walk.
dramatic for this stuff.
Anyway, so they follow you guys all the way through. Eventually, you emerge from the maze into the gauntlet.
Excuse me?
Flanking the gate ahead of you are two stone towers embedded in the cavern walls. Peering through shuttered windows in each tower are a bunch of Surf Nebula. The gate before you, seems to be operated by a winch inside the towers. They call out at the four guards escorting you two. They call out similarly that you're bound for Chief Dorbo, and you'll be interviewed and expelled if you're not up to snuff, so to speak. So they do raise the gate, though they kind of grumble about it a little bit. They seem to have a lot of prejudice against Drow. They're trying to be nice about it.
That's valid.
At least they're making an attempt.
Yeah. Attempt they are. So past
City,
that,
everybody's just been shot, so.
you pretty much enter Blingdenstone proper. So you leave the dark tunnel behind and step into what looks like another world. These aren't sinister drow caverns or harsh bare stone, but a subterranean land of warm colors and welcoming smells.
Oh.
The deep gnomes you see going about their business glance up at you with suspicion, but you instinctively understand that you face no threat here. People you see carry weapons at their sides, but they don't seem to, have any instinct to reach for them. They look at you with frowns on their faces, but no other outwards
That's
threats.
pretty.
Why did we come here?
One of the guards escorting you guys briefly abandons his severe
Is
frown
a strong word.
to give a brief
I'm
nod,
aware of that.
a deep nod as he prompts you past the inner gates. He smiles and waves for you guys who aren't blindfolded. You can see this. He smiles wide and says, "Welcome to Blingdenstone, travelers."
Insight. Are we welcome?
Welcome.
Go for it.
Hello.
No, the four.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Anyway, so you guys are now kind of in here, and you have kind of run of the place. These two obviously getting escorted somewhere else. You can come with them, or you can just go and find some lodging.
I'm gonna follow.
Go, rest, stop. I don't even check. I'm just Dobie,
I
just
stealth.
go rest.
I stealth it. You don't even hear my footsteps. It's a 22.
Clank. Clank.
No clue. I'm
Clank.
just inciting you based off long experience.
I move from your left side to the right side.
Jim Jar will say, "We should head to the Foaming Mug. That's the inn where you guys are allowed to stay."
Okay.
Yeah, let's go there. We'll meet you there.
Sure.
Cool. So the two drow with the four escorts are taken to. Is anybody going with them from? Okay, you're following. That's it. Great.
It's the flaming mug. Is that what he
The
said?
Foaming Mug.
Foaming.
Yeah, let's go.
24 or so Swerve Nebulin occupy a well-lit cavern, some moving briskly with messenger pouches in hand, while others huddle around several stone tables covered in maps and other papers, talking in hushed, serious tones. The back of the room is dominated by a dais carved from the rock of the cavern, atop which rest two stone desks facing each other. Two Swerve Nebulin, one male, one female, sit behind the desks, conferring with advisors and each other. As you enter, they turn their attentions to you, and the drow have their blindfolds removed, so you can now see the scene. The guards on each of you say, "Alright, you're going to approach slowly. Please show every bit of respect you've got and answer their questions truthfully to the best of your ability."
Okay.
Man, this is such a different feeling from what we have been experiencing.
That was in character.
For sure. So you guys are kind of led up to them. You're not threatened or anything. They're just standing there. They have their weapons drawn again, but kind of held at their sides, not in a threatening manner exactly.
Sure.
The two up there say, "Well, what have we here? Drow within the walls of Blingdenstone. Welcome, Kobold. It is a pleasure to see one such as you here. It's been quite some time."
The right one.
I see. Did you make that yourself? No? Where did you get it? It looks... Wait, don't tell me. Gracklestug. The Duergar make such heavy equipment. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, it's most impressive. I'm sure it packs quite a punch, you might say.
Pogo on it.
Wow, what fun.
Oh,
Excuse me. I must attend to business. I'm so sorry. We will investigate your leg more, perhaps. You will show me more? I look forward to it.
I bet the gnomes can add stuff to it.
He resumes his somber expression. Regards you two.
Sure.
He says, I am Dwarbo Digger Mattock. I am head of the provisional government of Blingdenstone.
So you're the one who divvies out the provisions?
Well, that's not exactly what it means, but in a manner of speaking, yes, you might say that. You are... I would love to say you are welcome in Blingdenstone, but unfortunately, due to our history with people who look like you, I must first ascertain the nature of your character. Now, please answer truthfully. We are very good at detecting lies. We've seen it all before. Without assuming you are similar to other drow, we have watched many drow lie through your teeth, and we are very good at detecting it. So, please be honest.
Fair enough.
We'll get through this in no time at all. Both of you, please answer the question. You and then you. Have you ever, or do you ever, or have you ever harbored resentment or ill will towards Swiftnebble as a people?
No.
No.
Have you ever, or would you ever, knowingly bring harm to a Swiftnebble?
Yes.
Please explain your answer, sir.
I am not going to stand by defenseless. I've been wandering the Underdark my whole life, and I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people out there willing to kill you.
You have cause to believe that Swiftnebble would cause you harm?
Of course.
Well,
You've displayed such prejudice. Why should I not believe if something goes missing, someone ends up hurt? Why would they not?
For the
believe
purposes
it?
of our discussion, presume that it is not an act of self-defense.
Okay. I would not hurt anybody unless they needed it.
This answer, I feel, dodges the question a little
You're right,
bit.
and I'm going to explain that. I'm the kind of person who doesn't really... I don't really do well with threats. I don't care for them. I've had a lot of them leveled at me, and I've leveled a lot of them. But for the most part, I'd like to help people. Until things get a little bit sticky.
We understand perfectly. For many of the people here, simply the presence of drow is a threat.
Mm-hmm.
I hope to explain to you why in time, but for now...
I know why. They're slavers.
Well, yes, but many in the Underdark are slavers. No, we in Blingdenstone have a particular wariness of drow.
Slavers, poisoners, traitors.
I will explain in time, but it is okay. You may not have heard of this. You may not have been part of it. I will explain. For our purposes, will you please answer the question, would you ever knowingly harm a Swiftnebblin except in self-defense?
No.
Wonderful. Thank you, sir. And you, my friend.
Past me probably would have had a different answer. Current me, honestly, sometimes I'm not sure. But at least for the purposes of this city and given my friendship with Jimjaw, I will say no.
What has changed your opinion? You say that past you would have responded differently.
Would I have knowingly and willingly hurt a Swiftnebblin? It depends on how far you're willing to accept self-defense. There are multiple different situations while living within the Drow household in which I may have had to kill others in order to prove my worth, to demonstrate the power of the goddess, and sometimes just to have some sort of control over my life.
This is what we fear.
Oh, well.
Unfortunately, among the Drow, many do not care for lives of others, especially other races, and even the ones that do are willing to bow to the wills of those that don't. It is for this reason we are wary of all Drow that pass through our gates.
That's a perfectly valid concern.
If it helps, I have forsworn bowing.
You have Firstborn bowing. Well, we do not require anyone to bow here exactly.
I'm more akin to dance. Are you familiar with the goddess? And I can't remember her name. But she is a good drow god.
Like the monkey.
Illustrate.
Elistray, yeah.
Oh,
She's a
yeah,
good
that's
drow
the-
god. She's a good drow god.
Just wants to help.
I know. Google's a little bit overeager.
They know Illustrate.
Yeah.
They are a fan of her followers, in a distant sense.
She's all about freedom.
They say that their discussion. They are glad they have talked with you. That said, they cannot simply give you a pass. Jimjar has vouched for you, but that can only go so far. You will have to surrender your weapons while you're in the city limits.
Okay. One time, I'm gonna say,
Just give it
we
to
saved Adaro.
What caused you to do that?
Well, he was captured with us. He was wary of us, so he didn't want to join our group. But we let him eat from our stash anyway.
Well, that is charitable of you. I appreciate it.
And
Though
then he ran away and never saw him again.
probably
yeah,
for the
that's
best.
Yeah.
Yes. A lot of us have died.
I've had many friends who were Darrow, but none of them died of understand.
You said we have
A lot of us have
friends who
died, and then I giggled.
Well, so long as you're willing to surrender your weapons, any spellcasting foci you have, if you have those sorts of things, we are happy to let you move around the city so long as you are accompanied by Jim Jar at all times.
Is Jim Jar with him?
No,
No, he's probably escorting you. Yeah.
We apologize for the extreme nature of this control, but unfortunately it's for your safety as much as our own. People of this city are not quick to forget.
I'm just happy you didn't shoot me on sight.
Well, we're not, pardon my language, we're not drow, are we?
Vicious mockery.
I'm gonna
Your apologies. And I
I'm going-
begin removing sorry.
yeah, I'm just gonna like fall over laughing.
I mean, they chuckle a little bit along with it. They're confused, but they chuckle.
It's been a long time.
Mike.
Mike.
He's not a drow.
It's been a long
Pretty serious.
journey through the Underdark.
Yes. Well, we hope you'll enjoy your stay in Livingstone. Please, now that once you surrender your weapons and all that stuff, we will keep it here in the Digger Mattock Hall. You'll be free to retrieve it whenever you
It's
decide
like
to
a
leave. You'll be escorted as long as you wear arms with guards. But that is, we will not keep this gear.
Can I
you'll
vouch
have
for
it.
guards?
You vouch for
Well,
guards.
can I vote for guards instead?
You can vote? No, we'll
Can I-
have to choose them ourselves.
I just want. What if I can go wherever I want, but you have a bunch of guards on me at all times?
We'd rather you not keep arms on yourself. Again, it's as much for your safety as ours.
It's a multiple minute process to remove all the different daggers and short
For sure.
swords.
And they wait patiently. Once you guys are done removing all your arms and various foci and all that stuff, they will kind of take you to the back of Digger Mattock Hall. So this like little gallery.
Sure.
And it shows some tapestries, paintings, friezes, watercolors that depict scenes of rather unpleasantness. They will recount for you a tale that occurred a few years ago, where the Drow invaded Blingdenstone en masse. They slaughtered, they kidnapped, they took and destroyed. Blingdenstone has been struggling to rebuild from that event ever since. And so the people here have no love for Drow. You will find that many here do not even want to see you. We apologize for them, but know that it is not out of hatred for you, but out of pain for their losses.
I'm just gonna chuckle like once or twice. Like,
God. That does not go over well.
I'm gonna look over at him and say, "Happened to me too."
I hope that we can all end these cycles of hatred and pain. Someday all will learn to live together, work together, and share our successes.
I'm in the process
You
of
wanna know
doing
why-
some of the old guard.
You want to know why we're here?
Why are you here?
I don't know. There's a really big demon or three out there. And we need to get people to shoot it a lot.
You have pointy things.
Well, we will discuss this more once you're settled in. Perhaps Jim Jar can give us the full report. We wouldn't want you to have to stay much longer after your long travels. Your friends, I think, are staying at the Foaming Mug. Feel free to wander over there. He'll give you a map of the place and point out where the Foaming Mug is on the map.
All right.
You guys will walk in. You guys have already set up with rooms. It's a very friendly place. The Deep Gnome at the counter is happy to get you guys whatever you want. They've even got some surface food here, which is super weird.
Where's the?
They have like some. So the like meat from Surface World is extremely expensive, but they have some. They have like mutton, which is a big deal.
Oh,
Gross.
Marco, where are we on the map?
Can you imagine eating something with hair?
You guys are way the heck over here.
Okay.
The red was just because we had separated, so it could just be one
Right.
at this point.
Anything of interest while we were walking?
I mean, the whole place is of interest. You see, so the Smerbenevolent here live in caves. There are numerous caves carved into the various stone walls of this place. Some of them are homes with doors. Some of them are rooms of cultivation with fungus growing, carefully tended to, very neatly kept by Smerbenevolent gardeners. There are smithies where Smerbenevolent smiths work on forges, and there are. Yeah, I mean, it's a thriving little village, little town, little city.
It's quite quaint. Like it's not. It feels like the exact opposite of everything that we have been experiencing.
It's pretty far from Gracklestug. Yeah.
And the house of drownness.
The house of, well, you mean slave-ish captivity?
I don't know.
It's definitely not slavery
Okay,
captivity thing.
tired,
Yep.
yeah.
No, they're good. You good. Yeah, seems like they're a little better than that right now. Definitely doing better than that.
Did we rejoin them or what?
We've rejoined.
Yeah. You will notice that kind of off to your left, to the east, away from the, or to the north, away from the gates, in that direction, you see some big, like, barricades built up, closing off tunnels. And every tunnel that leads off in that direction, you see is eventually is barricaded off.
Where is this?
On
the map?
Like,
Sorry.
so, you see all these barricades?
Oh, okay. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, these are cave-ins, these are barricades, that's cave-in, barricade, cave-in, right? So that's all just blocked off.
Alright, Chris as a human starting to roll perception.
You're good. So the Blinken Stone is really just this area here, pretty much.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
The rest of the stuff is like hidden and walled off right now.
What's the big pink thing?
It's a great question.
Are we at the tavern?
You haven't been there yet. It's walled off. You're at the tavern. Yes.
Yeah. I'll ask. Salutations to whoever's there.
We'll say the prices here are less than you would expect for surface food, given the fact it's in the Underdark. It is very expensive, but it's not as expensive as it could be. The community is tight knit. Many of the people you guys pass on your way, you get like approximately equal parts of like ignoring you, and people like kind of smiling at you in a forced fashion. People like putting on a face to smile at you away.
Oh, it's a bit more pleasant than I was expecting.
Let's
More of
show
a
an
pilgrim.
lemonade stand.
When you enter the Foaming
Not a
Mug,
bad idea.
everything kind of stops inside. There's a waitress who's like on her way to a table. She kind of pauses mid-step. There's a bunch of patrons sitting at a table, like laughing and stuff. They kind of look over. There's this brief moment of pause. The patrons kind of resume what they were doing with slightly subdued tones. The barkeep puts on a smile and says, "Well, don't just stand there. Come on in.
I'll go over there.
I'm Tappy Foamstrap, happy to serve you whatever it is you desire for a price."
Do we see our friend sitting at a table?
Yeah,
do
so you
have
guys probably
on
were
surface.
sitting somewhere getting food. You already got in your
Over
rooms.
there. Let's go.
Glass of wine, please.
Of course. Is it
What-
surface wine?
Am I the
or-
first drow to ever say please
Yes.
to them?
I mean, maybe. Do you want surface wine or Dark Lake Stout? That's all we have down here, I'm afraid.
Surface wine.
Surface wine. Well, I'll see what I've got in the back. You guys, non-drow, have been served free food and drinks. and Tappy was kind of hanging out with you guys, listening to your stories of what you've been doing.
Oh, cool.
When he asks for what I want, I'm gonna say the blood of the innocent, with a straight face for however long I can before I crack up and say I'll have what she's having.
You see the color drain from her face, and it's weird because she's already like gray, so it just gets like pale, ashy. And some of the others are probably at the table to look over. And the waitress passing goes, huh.
My friend is an awful comedian. You don't have to laugh.
Oh.
We
I
apologize.
think he's gone mad.
That's okay. You're likely tired from long travels. Yeah, it's all
No,
right.
you don't get the joke. The blood of the innocent.
There is
Get
no
it?
joke.
The blood of the Never mind.
I don't.
There is no joke. It's been...
Huh. Are they all right?
No.
Are they safe?
No.
You are
You
from
are
them.
safe from. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
As safe as you are.
they're welcome here so long as they don't keep saying that over and over again.
That's fine.
Stripping the other guests and all that. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm a terrible host. Please
No.
have a seat. And here's your wine, sir. It was an older bottle, but I'm told that surface wine gets better with age.
You'd have to ask the expert. I'll just have the dark water stout, please.
Of course, right away. And she pours you a large foaming mug full of this like almost black ale, with this kind of brown foam head atop it. It just kind of spill over the mug where the tavern gets its namesake.
So did you say that Tappy, while they were being they were going through customs,
Yep.
Tappy was giving us some chit chat?
Totally, and free food. Yes.
Oh, cool. Can I ask a few questions?
Sure. What questions do you want to ask?
3 things. First one, what's up with those barricaded walls? Because you saw it, right?
Oh well, perhaps I'll tell you after you eat your food. Well, we can share stories at that point.
Okay, cool. You have really cool. It's a very quaint place here. Anything of interest that I could explore, look around?
Well, you're free to walk around and explore as you like.
Okay.
Of particular interest, maybe the Crystal Gardens. I personally love wandering about through the Crystal Gardens myself. Yes, they're pleasant, beautiful. But they are off limits now.
Oh.
Well, perhaps the common areas. You've been to Daggermattock Hall?
Have I been there?
No, you haven't.
Okay, then no.
Well, that is the center of Blingdenstone's government. They're wonderful folk, the Diggermattocks. They
Beautiful.
take care of all of us very well.
Okay.
Absolutely beautiful.
And of course, you must go to the Singing Stones. The city is practically named after them.
Singing
It actually
Stones?
is named after them.
Singing stones.
Singing stones. Okay. And then, how often do they trade to this go? How often do they go to the surface world?
I'm not sure exactly. You'd have to speak to the Diggermattocks. I think they know more about that whole thing. We simply accept goods that come in.
Okay. Well, looks like I'm
That's
doing
it.
some
You
exploration.
can check the Trader's Grotto. It's far to the north, but there's often someone there worth speaking to. I'd be careful though. We've heard rumors that occasionally there's some sort of a ooze that comes in through the barricades.
I'm sorry.
The guards are stationed there and they try to take care of it, but just on your guard.
So would you, and then just follow-up questions for those of what I would ask you. So would you say that it would be kind of safe for someone like me to walk around?
Of course, you're
Oh,
welcome.
well,
Absolutely, anywhere you like.
Cool.
Just make sure to follow the guards' instructions. If they tell you an area is off limits, it's probably because it's dangerous.
Okay.
Sorry, what is the...
exploration later?
What is her name?
It's Tappy.
Tappy. Tappy, would it
1, 2.
put your customers more at ease if I stayed out of the main area? Or at least looked differently?
Well, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. No, it's perfectly fine. Please sit with your friends, have a drink, and enjoy the ambiance. Oh, and there is totally a little sort of Neblin like playing a lyre or something.
Ooh.
Yeah. Maybe a stone flute. It doesn't matter.
Just more instruments are being played as you're like introducing them. Right.
Stone flute actually makes more sense, which is fine.
Hearing that, can I pull out my horn and kind of just follow along with it?
Sure, make a performance check.
For once, nothing's. No, not that good. Actually, 15? No, 14?
14.
13.
13. Okay, because it's a passable harmony. But given that you're joining in, some of the people at the table, this for Neblin, who initially were shocked at the Drow's entrance, will kind of revitalize, and they join in with song. It's not a song you recognize; they are playing along with the tune pretty well. It's a Surf Neblin tune. It's in Undercommon and a thickly accented Surf Neblin specific dialect. It's a lovely tune about wandering through caverns, finding gemstones in the walls, and plucking them and bringing them home to your wife or your family.
Wife?
Family, husband, spouse, whatever. It's not specific.
I get a little sad.
But yeah, it is like a family. Yep. You realize what you're playing. You're like, oh, that's...
Yeah, I'm really sad now. Okay.
Anyway, so you guys have a wonderful meal. The beds here are plush and soft. Probably the first time you've had those ever in the Underdark. Yeah, actually the first time you've been in soft, like, beds that weren't just full of rocks. Yeah. The food is warm, pleasant. For those of you from a surface, it reminds you of home, because it's surface food. Prepared slightly differently. The wine is very tasty. Would you be used to surface wine?
Oh, I was trying, because you asked me if I could have the Deepwater Stout.
Oh, you're right. It's what you're used to. Kind of the main drink around here.
Sure.
It's a thick, dark substance. It's not actually made from dark lake water. You know that. That's not safe.
Yes, that part I'm aware of.
Yeah, no, it's made through it's made in Grackle Stew actually, a Dark Lake brewery. Anyway,
Could have gone to a brewery. Yes. What next? Sorry?
They might not have served us.
Hmm?
They might not have served us at the brewery.
in Grackle Stew, maybe.
What is it? Yeah.
Did we get a rest or anything yet?
You can get a long rest if you want. Yeah.
What's this slime thing?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I do a little bit of exploring? Not
Totally.
that hard. I just broke it down to two things. I kind of want to check out. Did you say the sending stones?
Singing stones.
Singing stones and the driggers, or no, that's
Traders Grotto.
Grotto. Yeah. So I'll go whichever's closer.
I mean, they're kind of close by each other. Trader's Grotto is far to the north. The Singing Stones are... Oh, actually, Singing Stones are near... Singing Stones on the way to Trader's Grotto. Yep.
Yeah, then we go check that out.
Cool. As you approach, you hear a strange kind of humming tune. It changes note quite frequently, and the note is clear and very, very devoid of like... you get a term for like clarity of pitch when like flutes are very pure notes, whereas many other instruments have a lot of harmonics in the mix. Cool. Well, so these are very, very pure notes, very clear,
There's
simple
no
notes.
vibrato.
Sure. Yeah, very, very little other frequencies in the noise. It just sounds clear and clean.
So it sounds pleasant.
Like imagine a flute versus a trombone.
Okay, so can I try to match the note? Just
What do you play?
because I have a horn. Well, actually,
Not so much.
wait. I think I have either a lute or a horn. It's probably both because I can have two instruments.
Oh yeah, I guess if you multi.
Yeah, I right now I only have a horn in there, but I'll say I can have a lute too if you don't mind.
I mean, if you don't have it, you don't have it.
Well, because I forgot to choose in the beginning.
Well, you said you had a horn.
Well, I can have two.
Okay, cool, great.
Yeah.
Then you have a lute.
Yeah.
Or,
Let me just try to.
Cool. You play that. You hear the stone singing stop. And a voice from inside call, "Who is it?"
Oh, hello. Just admiring the music.
So you can see into the cave. It is an elevated cave. There's a variety of rocks and crystals in the middle of its bowl-shaped floor. You see a sort of Dublin lady. She is playing the crystals for an appreciative audience of a couple of children, maybe like 8 children, sitting around in a circle. And she says, "Oh, come in.
All right.
Join us.
Come in. Letting a tiefling in. All right. This is new.
They don't have any prejudice against tieflings."
Okay. Well.
Yeah. So she kind of plays the stone. It's not exactly clear how she's doing it. She takes another stone and kind of rubs it around the edge of the stone.
Oh, she's like a
Like a bowl.
Kind of like that, yeah. And she like touches it in certain places with a special glove that has like pads on the ends, and that changes the tone. And it's a very, very pure note with very interesting transitions between notes. It's a very different style of music than you've ever heard before.
Theremin
Yeah.
plus a bowl.
Very good.
This is fascinating.
Yeah.
Back in my school days, I got meager grades in instruments, but I can appreciate music.
Well, yes. And she'll happily show you how to do it.
Cool.
It's pretty difficult to get a hang of. Like, it's very different than anything you've done.
Yeah.
But after like maybe 15, 20 minutes, you kind of begin to be able to produce your first notes consistently.
Yeah.
Anyway, the rest of you guys going along with him for the wander, or are you guys sticking around the tavern and taking a rest?
Yeah, I would have opened the invitation. I wouldn't. Yeah.
I'm gonna stay in the tavern.
Booze and
Okay.
booze?
Right. So after you guys are finished with your food, Tappy will come over. No new customers coming in for a while. She's happy to stay at your table. She wants to hear all your stories. Once she's heard that, she's happy to answer your questions about Blingdenstone. You asked about the stuff past the barricade and the oozes. She'll tell you that Blingdenstone was cleared out a while back. They've recently moved back here, but in their absence, the place was occupied by a couple of different forces. One of them seems to be oozes that just come in from the northwestern side. They just can't creep under the barricades. There's not much they can do to keep them out. So when they come through, they just have to destroy them. It's very sad, grim work. And then to the northeast is the Rock Blight area.
Oh, Rockwell.
Yeah. They don't know exactly what's there. It seems to be a malevolent force within the rocks themselves. Like the very stones kind of rise up to strike at those who incur there. It's not often that the Rock Blight area has any things come out towards Blingdenstone, but it's not safe to go beyond. And it is deeply bothering to the city because some of their favorite places are beyond the barricade right now, in the Rock Blight area. There's a couple other things going on in Blingdenstone. She'll be reluctant to tell you, but she'll kind of eventually pass on. There are a lot of Swift-Nebulin ghosts here from the same event.
In Rockwell too?
Well, we're not sure. We don't go there very often, but the ghosts come here every so often, left over from the drow thing. And it's getting worse every day. There will be more spirits kind of haunting the caves that aren't well populated. We've had to seal some of them, which is unfortunate.
Are the ghosts harmful? Do they cause harm?
Yes, they're disconcerting and maybe even deadly if they get too
Do
bold.
you recognize any of them as like people who used to?
I'd rather not talk about it. When we first reclaimed the city from after the drow kicked us out, there was a crazy Swift-Nebulin who kind of went mad. He was skulking around the unrecovered areas of the settlement. Hasn't never been seen since. Disappeared, really. The Stoneheart Enclave is closing in on a solution to the threat of Ogre Mock's Bane. That's the threat in the Rockblight area. The gnomes... Right.
I'm sorry, Ogre Mock's Bane?
Yeah. Basically, any earth elementals in the area go mad when they get near there. So it's Rockblight. There is a large group of were-rats living in the southwest caverns. So over here-ish. So those are sealed. People are divided. Some want them to leave, while others propose an alliance of mutual defense. The were-rats largely are well-behaved and don't cause problems, though occasionally there'll be an issue. Which is why tensions are high. She'll also tell you a rumor that the Myconids are having some kind of a wedding celebration.
I doubt that.
Yeah, she said, sounds crazy, huh? The Myconids have always been such simple creatures.
Neverlight?
Yeah. Have you been there?
Yes.
Oh. What was it like? How are they?
There was an objection at the wedding.
Oh. How unfortunate.
It was for the best. It was a bad match.
Right. Oh, I see. Did you know the bride and groom?
Not very well. We were visiting from out of town, and they invited us.
Catch probably laughing in game too. Yeah.
Sorry.
Do we-
Lost that thread.
So you said something about the ogre mock's bane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Could either one of the two people I've been talking to tell me anything about it aside that it destroys, or like it makes?
It corrupts earth elementals and causes the stone itself to sometimes strike out against intruders.
Okay. Is there any? Do they know of any way to stop?
They haven't done much investigation. It's a very dangerous place.
Okay.
Earth elementals are not to be trifled with, of course.
No.
Okay.
Our mages do raise them occasionally, though we've had to reduce the practice now that we know that they can get corrupted by this influence. But we use them to do most of our stone moving work. We're not particularly strong people ourselves.
If that's something that we can get, that's something that we can get rid of. Do you think it would gain favor in this town?
Oh, I'd imagine so. I would talk to the Digger Mattox before striking out that way. You'll need their permission to go past the barricades.
Okay. Good to know. Who's this talking to? I'm so.
This is Tappy. Tappy Bumstrap.
Okay, so Tappy's talking to me about this. It's not the person that's teaching
Not
me.
the
No,
harp.
that person just does music.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Tappy.
So you came back.
Before
we
you
talked to
go-
Tappy.
Yeah.
We should go to the Digger Mattox is the situation.
Yeah.
Okay. Solid. All right. Chill. I guess I will ask Tappy. We're going to go talk to the Digger Mattox. Would it be frowned upon if I were to shift my form so I don't look or I don't bring back memories for others?
Better to stay as you are than to put up a facade, I think.
All right. Yeah, that's the case. I won't bring any equipment. I'll just bring simple raiment.
Okay. Cool. So you guys head to the Digger Mattox Hall?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Some of you have been there before. Some of you have seen it for the first time. It's a very plain but well-constructed
Is
abode.
this where the interview was?
Yeah.
This is the customs agency.
It's got some art, some statues. Like they have cultures clearly. Anyway, you go inside. Digger Maddox are currently attending something. Attendant will ask you to wait for a couple minutes, and then usher you inside. Digger Maddox say, "Well, welcome again to Blindstone. It's a pleasure to see all of you. Some of you I've only heard about. Some of you we've already met.
Once again.
I hope your lodgings are satisfactory and you've enjoyed your time so far.
It was great.
What can we do for you?"
So I've been asking around. Have we been hearing that you guys have a problem? We heard something about a problem with the ogre mock's bane.
Yes, there is rather an issue with that. Our rocksmiths tend to use earth elementals to shape the caves we live in, to excavate them, to improve on them. But ever since we left, this influence has been corrupting any elementals that get too close to the area. We've had to cut off any use of stone elementals there, which has unfortunately stymied construction attempts, and is always a looming threat. We now aren't sure if earth elementals anywhere in the facility or in the city are going to go crazy at a moment's notice.
Well, we are pretty decent at dealing with certain odd jobs such as this.
Oh,
Maybe-
you could take care of this for us?
Possibly for one or two things, if you don't mind.
If you could eliminate this native influence, we would be indebted to you greatly.
Okay, well, we're getting somewhere real quick, real fast. I like this. It's a lot better than talking to the Duragar.
He smiles.
What information can you give to us?
What do you wish to know?
You have found no way to stop it?
Oh, we know that it affects all creatures of elemental earth.
Okay.
We've seen it affect gargoyles, earth elementals, really anything that's not of this plane but made of stone and dirt. Yes.
Is it unreasonable for my character to ask for a spell scroll to dispel?
You could ask.
No, I mean like for my character to think to do that.
No.
Okay.
Drow use spell scrolls all the time.
Cool.
They're heavy magic.
Is there?
Culture.
Sorry. is there an area where within that place that Bane thing is located at, or like heavily concentrated?
We don't know. Initial reports about the rock blight.
Nah, that's just how I can tell I'm getting tired. Now I'm starting to feel my warmth leaving me.
So the rumors when we first came back from explanation claim that there is a Medusa deep in that part of the caves that is turning anybody that approaches a stone. These rumors have not been confirmed by anyone currently living here.
Oh, okay.
But that's what we've heard.
I see. What do I know about Medusas?
You have heard that their gaze turns creatures that hold it to stone.
Okay. So
And they are earth.
they're related to the
Related
plane
to
of
element earth, yeah.
Oh wait, so did the Medusa's turning this stone?
You have some wizards, some casters. They can summon earth elementals, right?
Well, yes.
Can they make me a scroll? Dispel magic.
We can see about that.
We need it.
What do you need it for, friend?
Perhaps it's something that we can get rid of. You can use it to get rid
Oh,
of.
you seek to use the scroll to eliminate. If it is that simple, I would be happy to get you a scroll. Yes, I will put my people to it immediately.
Great, perfect.
Alright, we're getting somewhere. So this
We can stab a lot of things,
Yeah.
but sometimes you need a.
yeah.
You hit
So
your head
did-
really hard.
Yeah.
Did he just explain that there's a Medusa corrupting a stone?
The rumor is the Medusa that's like kind of central to this whole stone
Yes.
corrupting problem.
All right. Is there any sort of tactics that we should employ?
Well, I've heard that looking into Medusa's eyes is hazardous.
Okay. Fair enough.
And you should look upon them indirectly, if at all.
Can I have a mirror?
Of course.
Great.
Many as you like.
Big mirror.
How big do you need your mirror to be?
This big.
Oh, would you could want like straps on the back?
Yeah.
We can figure
Little
something out.
mirror.
Yes.
Great.
Mirror shield. Is there a desert nearby?
And it depends on how you define desert.
Can I get mirrored sunglasses?
What's a sunglass?
Let me describe to you this my new invention. It's just this glass and you put it in front of your eyes
And you don't feel the sun
Why?
anymore.
because bright lights bother me and some of our people shine so bright.
Oh, I see. I understand.
But then
the
also
surface thing
mirrored
with the
so
light in the
that,
sky.
yeah, it sucks. But mirrored so that when Medusa looks, they only see themselves.
But if they're mirrored, you can't see through them.
Well, it's glass. You see through it. It's like dark.
But you said it was a mirror. I don't understand.
Okay. We should go back to Duragar. They know how to make things.
That's rude.
We can. So we're gonna try and help you with this situation. Any chance that I could reclaim some of my items, or
Yes,
would it
I
be?
was
If you're heading out in defense of the town, of course you may have your arms. Guards will escort you to the entrance,
I
and
don't
they will
mind
wait there
collecting
for you.
it. I don't mind collecting it on the way out.
Do you suspect of any areas that could possibly hold this Medusa or something? Like maybe a temple? Do you have any
We have
religious
not been to that area in some time. We know that before we headed out there was a temple to. They would know where the deity was, but it doesn't say
Could
here.
you describe?
It's a temple to Kalarduran Smoothhands.
Oh my god.
The deep gnome's god of stone and mining.
Oh, I wouldn't know that.
Oh, sweet.
I doubt that my education would cover
I
any
mean,
of these guys.
they'll give you a brief overview. He's a very, very friendly, benevolent god who, his worship of him is to craft stone and to mine and
Sure.
to protect those around you and provide for
All
the
right.
community.
So we can take care of this, or we'll aim to take care of this. In the aftermath, would you be able to assist us in reaching the surface?
You seek to reach the surface.
Or
Yes.
Well,
and
I can start asking around. I know there's some traders here who recently arrived from the surface. Perhaps they'd be willing to take you back up.
Brilliant. Ideally at a location that I will not be stabbed by my fairer cousins.
They weren't planning to leave for some time, and I don't know if they were planning to immediately go back up to the surface. they could be persuaded. Let's say that I can promise you this if you promise to take care of one of my problems. I would be ever and ever grateful to you.
Which other
happy to
problems do you
put in a
have?
good word for you.
We'll take care of both of them just for fun.
Well, there's the rock blight issue. There's the
Yes.
oozes from the
Oh, yes.
northwest, and well, the were-rats are also a concern, so to say.
Okay.
A lot of people are that way.
And of course, there's the ghosts, but I don't expect you to take care of
Okay,
all
so
my
there's
woes.
ghosts.
Any one of them
Okay,
would be
so
more than
does this
enough.
sound like it's desecration or something like that? I mean,
What do you think? What does Chris think?
what does Chris think?
Yeah.
Chris, okay, if there's ghosts and things being attacked or things being corrupted, and he just talked about this god, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I smell either demonic or something. Yeah, something like that, demonic or fiendish, maybe. I don't know, something like
Which
that.
is
Or
the most important
undeady.
issue that you would like us to discuss?
He says that given that the oozes are constantly incurring into the settlement area, that's the one that weighs most heavily on his mind. Though he doesn't need you guys to take care of that one. It's up to you entirely. He's happy to help you out if you help him out in any way.
Any other
We'll split
details?
the party and half
So
will
I'm
do
just
one,
gonna
half will
roll
do the other.
something.
Perfect.
I guess we'll take care of, since we had already asked a lot about the
15.
Ogremax Bane, we'll take care of that, and then if we have time willing, then we'll try and deal with the oozes.
Cool.
And go from there. Alright,
Yeah.
if there are no other details that we require,
Dang.
then we will be heading to that section. You don't need to bring all my various knives. You can leave some of them here.
Well,
I just need my component pouch.
Here, it takes you to the back, shows you a chest, opens it. All your stuff is in there. You can pick whatever you want.
I'll just take the component pouch.
Cool. Yeah.
And shield? I don't know if they took that.
They wouldn't have taken a shield. No.
Alright. Cool. Then just the component
16
pouch.
religion, gross. 16 religion.
And the dagger I used to kill that one dude.
They'll also lend you guys a +1 weapon from their armory of any type,
Hey!
or a Ride of the Pack Keeper +1, or one of the Warmage +1.
Do they have any U-wands from the surface?
I thought we
No.
got a whole bunch of +2s.
You got +2 short swords, which if that works for all of you, you don't need the +1s. Just opening their ancestral armory to you.
Oh,
Did they give
beautiful,
shields, maybe?
thank you.
Or-
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need anything. I just needed my
Fine.
component pouch and
I got a moon blade and a shiny
a
shield
dagger.
blade.
Cool,
Most
brilliant.
generous.
Cool.
No, thank you.
Alright, so we head over?
Yeah. Where do you want to go? So they give you a map. This is an old map of Blinkenstone. They don't know what's there anymore. That's probably not on the map.
Mm-hmm, that's
It's
fine.
a weird
I'll
thing.
take a
Where's
here.
the temple?
The temple was over in this area. I think it's this
Are they
this
able-
cave here.
Are
Yeah.
they able to get me
Let's go see the temple.
Mirror in time?
A mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can add some laser straps to a mirror in like half an hour.
Yeah, let's go to the temple.
So we've got a scroll and a mirror. Let's go.
Cool.
Scroll in my
we have the
mirror,
items.
Scroll in my mirror.
Let's do it.
Cool. So you guys head to the Rock Blight area. Let me read a thing real quick. 2 seconds.
No worries. Yeah, if you don't want to run all 4 of them, we can just do.
We do have an hour and a half.
I know,
left,
that's why.
so-
So we'll do this one. Since we had already asked so many questions about it. Is Jim Jar with us?
He is.
Oh, okay, cool.
He like spent a lot of time this morning kind of going around saying hi to people.
Absolutely.
He's basically said hi to everybody in the entire town by now.
How much?
And you see him like with a significantly heavier pouch.
I was
on his
about
back.
to ask that.
Yeah.
Did he just like make a killing off of collecting?
He
it?
collected a lot.
I'm still alive, and just starts collecting all this gold.
You get the feeling that like a lot of this was bets that were never agreed upon. But coming back, he was like, "You would have bet that I wasn't going to come back, wouldn't you?" And they're like, "Yeah, I would have."
That's valid. There's like a Deadpool with his name on, and I was like, "Oh."
He also pays out a few times.
They all have to return the gold to the bar. All right. Did you want to take a short, like, walk around, or while you're reading?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I am now ready. Let's go.
Brilliant. Let's do it.
So you can enter through any of these gates. It's your choice which one. The guards are happy to
as
open
close
any
as
of them.
possible to the temple.
So this one then?
Sure.
Cool. So that is not a populated area. It's kind of a trade zone with, I guess, armor smiths. They're very wary. They don't have any elementals in the area, obviously. They kind of clear out, allowing the guards to open the barrier for you. And let's see what pops out immediately, if anything. I don't know why I would say that. It's crazy. Why would anything pop out?
Why would they,
Meld
Morgo?
into
Why would
stone?
they?
They definitely wouldn't. As you guys step beyond the barricade, the guards behind you will teach you a secret knock. It's like a rhythm. It's like 8 beats long, but like
I learned it immediately.
you
With
know
an
what I mean. It's
M20.
very simple. And they tell you to knock on the barricade with that rhythm, and they will let you back in.
Sure, sounds good.
As they close the barricade behind you, you see them kind of smiling at you, giving you a thumbs up. Good luck.
Right. I immediately improve on the rhythm and say, no, this is a better one, and I give him that.
You see, that's not well accepted.
Like I
That's just
said,
message real quick.
just
When
As
they-
long as it's more complex than the first one, they
Right.
don't mind. They're going to adapt.
When they close the door, can I just send a quick message? Testing 1 2 1 2. This is working.
It does work, yeah.
Oh, perfect.
As you step beyond the barricade,
Thank you.
every step you take echoes against walls beyond your circle of light, or dark vision. The air here is cold and damp, and you can hear a waterfall somewhere in the blackness, along with faint echoes of battle.
Battle in here.
Yes, just like faintly echoing off the stones, sounds of swords clanging on armor, and people falling in shadow.
Oh, we proceed forward then.
Do it.
A pace. All right.
Okay. As you approach, you're all surprised as a ghost of a Swerf Nebula rises
That makes
from
more
the ground.
sense.
It does a thing, and then does a thing, and then it shouts something.
What is
Super
it
spooky.
speaking?
It's a great question. Let me figure it out.
Charisma thing, probably.
So much charisma.
Alright, so time to switch to battle music.
I mean, it could be horror music, honestly. It's not even like exactly battle. Yeah, so it's like a blue spectral manifestation of a Swerf Nebula. You see that it has been like stabbed through with a dagger. There's like a hole in its chest you can see through. First thing he does is everybody needs to make a wisdom save.
That makes sense.
Better. 14.
And that's everybody who's coming with you, which if your PCs are home, they're home. If they're not, they're in the PC saves.
We're leaving everyone else except, I guess, Jim Joe.
Eldon is back there.
Jim Joe Eldef is coming?
I'm mostly know about low numbers. Mostly.
This is wisdom.
Do we have low numbers?
13?
That's, you feel briefly a chill pass over your
Cool.
spine.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine.
Just want to roll for Dobie and, I guess Veltal.
Veltal.
11. Wait.
He
11
got
on the
16
die.
on the
I don't
die,
know
so he's good.
Oh.
if that's one.
I mean, I think she's a monk,
She has a
probably makes
DC
it,
13,
yeah.
so at least plus 3.
Oh, cool. So you all are not
Plus
frightened
just
as
a
this
plus
guy
two.
kind of looms up ahead of you. He then reaches out towards
Tier 2, my bad.
you,
Sure.
as you're a drow. Makes perfect sense.
Makes sense. Yes, absolutely.
Probably hits with a 23.
Absolutely.
Reaches out, grabs for you at the neck, deals 17 necrotic damage. And then he cries out, "They're coming! Everyone must hide!" And then it flees and kind of disappears off in the distance.
We don't get up attacks on it?
I mean, you can.
Okay.
Why are we fighting the ghost?
It attacked us.
It attacks
true.
us, yeah.
I mean, we're kind of in its space.
Oh, sorry. He actually
It's also
didn't,
attacking its citizens, so...
He actually didn't have any wounds on him. He seemed perfectly intact.
Perfectly attacked.
Intact.
Alright. 14?
To hit him?
Yeah.
His armor class is 11 pre-roll damage. I don't necessarily need to know about it unless it's huge.
Great.
10,
Not huge.
12 altogether for me.
Sure. And then I guess the only other person who's next to it, which is pretty cool, is you, because you the one who got attacked. Do you want to attack it?
Yeah.
You're cool. So it kind of just fades off in the distance, howling as it goes. You have faint sound of battle. Now you're realizing the sounds of battle around you have this strange hollow quality to them.
There it is.
Hollow? Like isn't whispering?
Sure. Like echoey whispers. Like they're not quite really there.
Okay.
I took a potion.
like they are echoes of echoes, but not reduced in volume.
Okay. Can we keep going?
We keep going?
Yeah. So here there is
We're
a
being
pool
a bit
and a
more
waterfall.
careful, though, yes.
You guys are walking into here. There's a pool with a waterfall with stairs leading up on either side of it. They lead up to an overlooking cave filled with crystals and fungi. I guess that wasn't where the temple was. He is not sure where the temple was. Oh well, so it was.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Oh, damn it, I forgot. I gotta spend it. Okay.
Do you guys want to go up there?
Sure.
Cool. Up there is what looks like it was once a residence. There's a stone bed with a small gnome skeleton next to the bed. It looks like it's reaching under the bed.
Reach under the bed.
Cool. You find a hidden compartment in the floor pretty easily. Within the compartment is a rotted pouch containing 6 100 gold gems. They are rubies and diamonds. And a potion of invisibility.
What do you mean? Oh, does anyone want any of these vials of acid or alchemist fire?
Sure.
I'll take an alchemist fire.
They're 3/3,
I have an
so
acid.
here,
Cool.
whatever. Yeah, just distribute it, however you guys want to use it, and then we'll go from there. So we all had picked up a greater healing potion in the crypt. There were also there were 4 greater healing potions and 4 potions of healing. So, if anyone has any strict preferences.
Sorry, when you get up to here, there's a shallow, swiftly flowing stream bisecting this cave. The one beyond, I guess. Crystalline formations sprout from the floor on both sides of the stream, and rough-hewn staircases at the back of the cave climb 30 feet to a barren stone ledge with a pair of winged statues perched atop it.
Oh, we've heard that there are gargoyles who have gone mad, correct?
Correct.
Oh, the
Do I
orc thing.
think that might be the case?
Overmont.
I don't know. If you think it might be, it might be.
Okay. Let's be. Do I think that the gargoyles would be able to see through an illusion?
You're not sure how that works.
Okay. That's
You
fine.
reminding me that I will just spend the spell slot. Yeah. Hardcast detect magic.
There is something magical pinging from up on the upper floor. It's not either the gargoyles, nothing you can see.
The gargoyles isn't pinging?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I will create my duplicate and have it walked forward.
Yeah, the 2 gargoyles animate as it approaches and immediately swing to attack it.
Hey!
You guys can try to hide, or you can charge forward.
Is it guarding that said magical
They just
item?
knew between you and it, yeah.
Oh, well then. What is pinging?
We don't know yet.
Oh no, I thought school magic tells me what school magic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I guess it could be conjuration, maybe.
Oh, okay. There's something up there.
Yes, the 2 gargoyles who just
No,
attacked.
there's something pinging
Sure.
magically.
I mean, but one thing at a time. Do we wish? Are we hiding? Or are we going to deal with the gargoyles? What do you want to do?
Fight the gargoyles.
Cool.
I'm gonna run gargoyles, Kevin. You asked for it, literally.
I literally don't want that, but what are we gonna do?
I mean, I gave you gargoyles in front of you that you could run from, and you're like, I would fight the gargoyles. So
No, I don't know. I don't know what people want to do.
If nobody wants it,
It's
I
a
don't
meme
mind.
at this point for Cameron.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought,
They deal 1d6 plus like 2 or 3 damage.
It's
and,
like 5 times.
And they have like 60 billion hit points. So they're just slow to fight. Just slow and boring.
I'll change it up.
Can you con strike it so we can just pummel it real
But
quick?
you use Gallop Durs. Those are fun.
No, they're not strong enough. I feel like CR1 or half or
I
something.
don't know.
They're like garbage.
The Rolly Boys.
3 or 4 because they can summon more of them. Is really what the problem is.
I'm thinking of the Rolly Boys. What are those called?
But the Gallop Doors.
Yeah. You got the name right.
Yeah, it's the problem is they can then summon 2 boulders that are the same stat block, I think. Something ridiculous. They're like, it shows up suddenly. 2 boulders are now show up, and then they attack.
You're find the original one in the concentration.
Anyway,
Joke's on you. Was
anyway,
never
we can just
concentrating
argue
and it
this one.
punches you in the face.
Hey Chris, I pre-rolled. Here's my thing. Yeah, I did that, and I'm gonna make coffee.
Sure. You can RP it if 2 people take hits.
I'll take a hit.
Cool.
I'll take a hit.
So we'll say they're not winged statues. They're statues of Surf Neblin. Or maybe Drow. Drow makes sense, actually. They animate, come to life, reach for you. You take a hit, and who else take a hit? Cool.
I mean, they swing at my illusion, so.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Here's do they care? Do you care? Yeah, one swing is an illusion instead.
Cool.
And one will swing at you.
Sure.
Cool. You take 8 slashing damage, and you get a con save from you.
Nope.
Okay, so where it touches you, you see like stone being spread across your skin,
Cool.
covering you. You feel that part of your body stiffening up and freezing in place.
Great.
Make another con save.
I'm gonna inspire you.
Can my sword fix it?
I don't think so.
Lesser rest up.
I think that's great. Or rest
I
though.
think it might be great. Well, let's check.
I don't even know if Greater Arrester will do it.
Okay, well I'm making another
Occasionally
con
it's like a
save.
very specific
Go
thing.
for it.
21.
Yeah. So you managed to break out of it. You kind of halt the progression of the stone across you, and it fades and like sloughs off of you, just like stone crumbling off of your silver skin.
Cool.
You're fine.
Okay.
And then they go down.
I fly up there, pick up what I see.
There's a bunch of rubble on the ground. The thing that's shining is a small brown gem.
Greater
on the
Arrester would
ground.
do it.
A small brown gem.
Yeah.
How much
Sure,
is
pick it
it
up.
worth?
Is it something cool? Is it?
It looks like magic.
Oh
It's a brown gem.
Sorry, Does it look like I can crack the egg kind of thing? Like a
Sure,
Pokemon?
man. Why not?
Don't do it.
I know, yeah. I'm just saying.
You've got so much to live for. Anyways, so we've gone there.
I'll put it. Who has the bag holding?
I guess.
We go down. We go down another passageway.
Cool. So, like, maybe over here?
Yeah.
Sure.
That's to me.
Are we looking for something?
Yeah.
Yes, we're looking for.
We need to find the source of the
cause.
ogre mark,
Bait.
or the ogre mark bane.
19.
Right.
Okay. So that light from bioluminescent fungi refracts through large crystal formations erupting from the floor, creating a kaleidoscope of colors on the surrounding walls.
Did we do this?
Crystals are semi-transparent, slightly distorting images seen through them. A statue of a gnome cowers near a crystal outgrowth, holding a broken crystal in its hands.
Mm-hmm. It's a statue, right? How
It's a statue, yeah.
How good of a statue?
Picking?
Very good.
Uh,
Sure, man. No. I mean, the whole place radiates
Like
faintly magic, but not really.
Like terrifyingly lifelike.
If you want to interpret it that way, sure.
Okay.
There are 3 caves, or 2 caves lead off of this main route. Right, you've got your one cave down there and your one cave down here, and you can keep on going this way too. Which will it be?
left.
Well, we have that crevice, right? Or where are we? I'm sorry. Can't.
D4.
So we're here.
It's like a dog's head.
We go left.
Cool.
Oh, you don't want to check this out?
I mean, we can go multiple things, but I mean,
Sure.
she said
That's
left.
fine.
Let's go left.
Only left, never right.
Okay.
Okay, so left. This cave is filled with 30 statues of drow warriors, all standing as if on guard.
That's weird.
Did we have a look of terror on their
Um,
faces?
They look as if they're on guard.
Oh, man. Gorgon or Medusa, right?
Yeah, we know
Yep,
that.
yep, yep.
Okay.
Oh, right.
As you guys step foot inside the cave, 6 of the statues animate and attack.
Sure.
Oh, statues animate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah!
Everybody just roll me a round of attacks with damage. Their AC is like, what, 18?
Oh shit.
I'm gonna hit that bow.
I guess deck save. If you're the they got a 17, so they
You
didn't
said
take
their
any
AC
damage.
is what?
18.
22 damage.
Great.
10 damage. I tried to stun a statue.
Okay. Doesn't seem as done.
Cool.
19 total damage.
Okay, so 22, 19. How much did the Dobby do?
10.
16 of that
51.
was radiant damage.
41. How
If
much?
that matters.
It's 51 currently.
Oh, you don't count. Okay, cool.
Does
Okay.
radiant damage matter?
I'm not gonna worry about too much. You all have magic weapons now, so it's all the same, really, sort of.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay, so 51. Anybody else have damage to contribute?
I just thought laser.
I just rolled and they made the save.
Felton?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wait, it's +2 now.
Beat up statues.
Sure.
So just an extra 2 damage on top
Yeah.
of yours? So 53.
53. Cool. Cool.
Statues lower of the 2 is a 21.
21. I mean, their AC is 18.
Great. That's 18 damage.
Nice. So
69.
71?
Mm-hmm.
71.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you guys trash 2 of the statues. You makes sense. Take 5 bludgeoning damage as 2 of them attack you and each of them hits once. Or 4 of them attack you, each of them hits, or 2 of them hits once.
Oh, yeah, there are 6 of them in total. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, keep going. One more round.
Okay. 18. That just hits an 18.
Oh, I crit twice.
Hey!
And I hit on both of the other ones. 11, 15, 17, 18.
7 piercing.
I'll miss.
7 piercing. Cool. 7, yeah.
30.
Oh, I gotta remember that I have him stuff.
41.
48. Nice.
70.
Miss.
Oh, no, sorry. 17.
17. So 95. No?
I haven't been, I was
Real bad.
I was rolling on
No.
my end, so 95 is
No?
fine.
Okay. 95. Yeah, the remaining 4 all crumple. So you guys, so there's 30 total statues. You killed 6 of them. After the last of the 6 dies, the next 6 animate. So you took 10 damage from this way. You can take a total of 50 more damage spread amongst you, however you want, to kind of fast forward through this endless slog of destroying these draft statues as they animate and strike at you.
Could you fireball them in advance?
Could use a fireball on it.
I mean, it'll add a lot of damage, but it probably won't stop
Yeah.
2 hits.
So what, 9 each, give or take?
It's about 9 each, yeah.
Wait,
Alright.
Sure.
I'm gonna heal.
It's the final countdown.
We've got it.
wait,
Do
we
you
have
want me to
potions,
take that?
Sure,
right?
why not?
I have a potion I could drink.
Yeah.
You have 6 more minutes until it's hour.
How much is
I mean, I
the
can wait for the 6
greater
minutes if you
healing
want.
Potion?
44 plus 4.
44. 1, 2, 3,
Okay, that brings me back up.
4, 8,
Alright, can we check out that?
11, 12.
So we went.
Is there anything useful in
Here?
this cavern, or did we just...
You guys, so you're here, you're in there.
Okay.
Hold on.
this one.
Hold on, you're in there. So you destroy the last statue. As the last statue falls to the ground, a crumpled heap, you guys take 50 damage. You look battered and bruised, but still standing just fine. A cloud of dust suddenly erupts from the shattered remains of the last statue and expands to fill the cave. It's a whirling wind with dust, and you feel this intense malevolence.
Something bad.
Can we not?
Is this spores again?
I will
It's
put
not
my
spores, it's
shield on.
dust.
Oh.
Seems like a valid use for shield. You point at the dust cloud.
So I can make a healing light, healing spear for people to recover that.
Great.
After whatever this is.
After this.
Can I discern what
It's
it
just
is?
a bunch of dust.
Make some kind of a Arcana check.
I talk shit to it.
Can I punch the wind?
20.
20. It does not seem like this cloud is of this plane.
Oh!
I'm gonna just
Is
say.
this a thing?
Anyone got banished?
This is a thing.
No, we don't have
Oh,
banishing.
is this what the conjuration was detecting?
I don't. Maybe. I mean, no. This might be the thing that's making evil people evil or bad. Is-
I just slice it.
Can I tell what plane
Weapons
it's
seem to have no
in?
effect.
Even magic ones?
Dispel it.
I'll just blast.
I cast the spell magic.
It's a scroll.
You're gonna have to roll it.
I'm
Mold
inspiring
her.
somebody. Whoever's doing it, I'm inspiring.
Okay,
I mean,
and I'll
if you wanna-
inspire you to.
If you want to do the scroll, I mean, that's fine.
Great. Let me see if I cast the scroll. I
You
cast
do.
the scroll. Let me see if it dispels the thing.
No.
Did we have DM inspiration to contribute to this?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
here,
have
take
mine.
it.
Cool.
So that's 18 plus 4.
Cool. So it's a 12th level spell.
Yeah.
12
So that could counter or dispel Nexus Fireball's a full blast.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you bring out your scroll that you prepared from the sort of nebula. It's like fresh. The ink's barely dry. You blow it dry first, then.
Right.
And you blast outward with this wave of magical force that ripples through the cloud. You could swear you hear this anguished howl that could just be the wind. And this like cloud of dust kind of disperses, dropping to the ground. That malevolence, this blackness kind of threading amongst the dust particles, it kind of dissipates, wafting into the air and disappearing.
Sure.
Yay.
Right. Brilliant. Anything else in this room?
There's a Gorgon. I mean, why do we keep saying Gorgon? A Medusa.
Do we know that for sure?
It's a rumor. We're not.
So that room is now empty, completely devoid, except for like the fragments of statues you guys smashed,
Brilliant.
which
And-
pile up pretty high.
And the magic is gone.
And we've already been over here.
Not really, no.
Let's go over there.
Cool. So you go out of this cave, downstairs to there.
So he starts to sweep the statues, but sees you guys leaving and leaves.
Is that what your quarterstaff is?
Yeah.
It's
The
really just
floor
around.
of this cavern is worn smooth, but the walls are rough. A great menhir carved from a stalagmite stands in the center of the chamber, pockmarked with dozens of empty sockets that might once have held gems.
Oh, no more. No more gems.
Anything else?
Doesn't seem to be.
Did we come from here or did we come from here?
You
Wait a
still haven't
minute.
gone in there.
Wait,
Okay.
there's a gem? I have
do
a
it.
gem. We have a gem.
Oh, do we put gems in there?
Sure, let's do it.
Let's check
Oh,
out the gem.
Okay, put it
Yeah,
in.
I should have said it was a ruby instead of a ground gem. Anyway, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Put it in
We
the
put it in
jar.
anyway.
Cool.
Yeah.
As the ruby begins to glow against the menhir, the walls begin to rumble. Part of one wall shifts, detaches, and charges toward you.
Part of the wall detaches. Okay. Cool.
Run away.
Valid.
We gave you a gem.
Roll initiative.
Ungrateful.
Stupid wall.
Roll.
I would shoot.
Never
Break the
accept my
wall.
love.
17.
18.
What did it get?
8.
16.
Earth Elemental's on like 9 or something.
Do we do the whole thing or go around?
I'll just go around. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's on 10. So who got higher 10?
So I'll go last.
Cool. Start over there.
Okay. It's a elemental, you said?
Big old Earth Elemental, yep.
Yeah, let's make it easier on everybody.
It's very angry.
Makes sense.
I will.
Final countdown.
Anna.
Fairy fire.
Okay. With an 8. 8 very fair.
Bomb.
Who's next? Oh, Dobie.
Lowest is 18.
And you're fishing for a crit now.
Oh. Oh. Nah. So it was 10, then I'll punch it again. Shit, how do I math?
10 plus what?
8, so 18, 19, plus 6, 25.
25.
25.
Yeah, so you punch into this thing, shards of rock kind of falling off. It looks pretty wounded for that.
Okay, cool.
Lauren.
I shoot a couple lasers at it with a 20 and a 24
Yeah, those probably hit. I'll just hit.
for 13 damage.
Total? Yeah. Okay, so cool. So the rock blasts off as beams of light strike the rock creature.
Does a 14 hit it?
No, that will
Is a-
deflect off of its hard
A
shiny surface.
15 hit it?
No, we'll see.
Wait, are you fishing for a crit?
I rolled 2 1s prior to the 9.
Oh.
And then
Okay.
It's advantage on all of them.
Cool. Electro just goes up and just taps it on the side, and I hit it with an inflict wounds for 25 points of
Yeah, that was
necrotic.
it. It eats away a bunch of the rock, which falls down to the ground in gravel chunks. And you're up next.
Jim Jar
Just that
shoots
one?
it.
Or are there
Oh,
multiple?
yeah, for sure, go for it.
Alright, takes another 14 and then another 7. So
Yeah,
21.
he's looking really crumbly this point.
Just that one?
Just one.
I am going to cast Fairy Fire on it.
Sorry for that.
Sorry.
Oh, it's
yeah.
already Fairy Fire.
It
Man.
literally happened.
Oh,
This is
I
where we're
I
at.
missed it, I think.
I cast
Hi everyone.
We're doing great. Everything's fine and wonderful.
Why would you videotape this? We could have just been verbal.
Some will miss.
Alright, so then it goes.
Yeah, it goes. It's gonna attack.
I wanted to change the color of the
I'm next to it, so.
Yeah, you are. It attacks you.
Sure, go for it.
Pummels you twice, maybe. Once. It pummels you once.
Sure,
You
fine.
get 26 to hit for 14 bludgeoning damage. Slams a large rocky fist right into your chest. You handle the blow pretty well, but you know, stagger backwards a little bit. Veltal's up next.
18 on one of them.
Totally.
Oh, cool. Alright, then the other one hits too.
Oh wait, they're very fire. Super crit.
That's 6.
Everyone hits.
And then I'll spend some of these. Sure. Okay, so that's 40 damage with 2 smites.
How much?
40.
Oh, he killed.
I just climb up its back with the with the short swords and then pull
Sure.
the gem out of its face.
Cool, yeah, you rip the gem out of its face, it kind of crumbles to the ground. Out of its body rolls a Galabdur. Not gonna make you fight it, I just think it's funny.
That's really funny.
What?
A Galabdur is, this is this kind of rock boulder
It's a
monster.
little boulder monster. I mean, it tries to roll on you and do its thing, but you guys
And
just
then
smash it or whatever.
it can
It's not super important.
convert 2 boulders into something similar to itself, and then you can fight all 3.
Geodude.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
More
totally
like a
lied.
bigger what?
I totally lied.
Oh no.
So the Galabdur actually pops out and then just sits there. And then another Earth Elemental comes out.
Oh.
You took 14 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. This happens twice more. You take 28 more damage amongst you.
28 amongst us?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll take 14.
I already took the first hit.
I'll take 14.
Give me some.
I'll take 7.
And it's not split up. It's 14 installments.
I'm sorry.
3 14 installments.
3 14 installments.
Yeah.
I'll take the
On
14.
top of it?
So you took 1.
I took
Okay,
one.
You took 1 and you got 1.
Oh,
Great.
okay.
Done. Cool. So you guys, you bear the brunt of these 3 Earth Elementals. You strike back at them. Blades flashing, spells charging and smashing into these things. And out of each one pops a little Galabdur, which just kind of sits there, all bouldery and passive. On the third one emerges, a white light shines from the menhir, producing a cleansing effect.
Oh.
The Galabdur then animate and acknowledge the characters with a grave nod before settling down in their boulder guise around the menhir.
Hello?
Hi.
Seems like you've cleansed this shrine.
Hey!
Does anybody speak?
Primordial? This is the
I
one
do.
character that doesn't.
Primordial
I
turn.
Primordial.
You do? Okay, what are you trying to talk to them?
Do we want to talk to them?
Can you ask them if there's a snake woman down here?
Sure.
Is this a Medusa?
Is there a lady with snake hair down here somewhere?
Yep.
Can you ask him if this place is cleansed?
Where is the snake lady?
No. Been inside an Earth Elemental for a long time.
Where do you think she would be?
Is she dangerous?
Obviously.
Is she malevolent?
Is she the one who did this to you?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you feel better now?
Yep.
Are you
Way
good?
better.
Like we can leave? You're gonna be fine.
Now we can pray to Calarduran.
And you're not gonna try and kill people with a wall again?
What?
Ask him if they're gonna corrupt any more elementals.
So you're gonna just be chill, not hurt anybody?
We're just sitting here.
Great. They're good.
Okay.
Snake lady, yes, somewhere.
Helpful.
Well, did we miss any other spots?
We had.
Go to
Yeah,
the
we haven't
place.
checked that room, right?
You haven't checked this cave now.
You really want to?
I mean,
Alright,
are we
do it.
clean? Are we good? Or no?
The
we
shrine
gotta-
is cleansed, but I
We
mean.
gotta kill the Medusa, right?
Do we?
I mean,
We're supposed
We think
to be
that she's
dealing
the-
with the
I
stone
thought she was the person
curse.
that's in charge. I don't know. I don't
We
know.
we think that. We don't know that.
Yeah.
We think that.
But the one issue is the shrine was.
Alright, put the shield back on. Alright, can we cycle into a new one?
Yeah.
The final countdown of final
Alright.
countdowns.
How you doing?
Final countdown.
Do you need to take a quick walk?
No.
Okay.
I'll keep going. Okay, so where are you guys going? You guys go to that last cave?
Uh-huh.
Medusa.
Cool. The adornments in this chamber beyond the cave entrance will be more at home in a drow city. Spider-themed tapestries, fine Zerkwood furniture, and racks of expensive clothing fill the area, all of it old and rotten. At the center of the chamber, a female drow sits upon a Zerkwood throne. She stands, eyes closed and arms crossed as if in meditation or prayer. Then, suddenly, her white hair writhes, and you see it is formed of pale, hissing snakes. the same time, her eyes fly open, and she screams and charges forward. Everybody roll initiative.
A Drowdusa.
A Drowdusa. Combination this world has never seen before.
Oh, what do I keep thinking? Oh yeah, because I had just played my barbarian the other night.
Hey, do you guys know?
I got a 10.
Do you guys know what Kevin dressed up as for SpookyCon?
Yeah, Mandusa.
No, it was a Medusa.
Yeah.
God, I hate it. It's great. I love it. I hate it.
That's directed at you, Kevin.
Mandusa.
I mean, it's clever. I would probably do the same thing. It's just that when someone else does it, I hate it.
Ah.
It's like personal, I swear.
It kind of sounds personal.
What do you roll?
It sounds personal.
Alright, so who got over 20?
21.
18.
Oof. Yeah, we actually have to keep track of initiative.
21 is
17 for me.
Aaron.
15.
17, then 15.
17 for coriander. Corny.
Coriander?
Yeah.
It's a
You're
seasoning.
So
your lover's
17
basil?
for Cornelius.
I was about to, if she,
15 for
Cornelius
Dobie.
was gonna be.
Who else got
a woman, I was
something
gonna call it
like
Cori.
10 to 15?
Coriander.
What did you get? I got a 7.
10.
I got a 7.
Okay.
10?
So
And
10, and then you can go
go.
first. Oh, okay.
Vel.
Okay. Okay, so first is Aaron.
Cool.
Do you avert your eyes?
I'm gonna turn my sword on.
Do you avert your eyes?
Yeah.
Cool, great.
And I turn my sword on.
Great.
And I go over and hit her.
Disadvantage.
Does the sword bother her?
I mean, she doesn't like it.
Good.
Nobody likes
I
it.
can live with that. I'm really bummed because
Nobody
I lost
likes it.
a
The sword's like,
crit,
oh.
but that's fine. Does an 18 hit her?
Yeah.
So that is 12 damage.
Nice.
And then does a 15 hit her?
You're rolling with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Why?
I lost a crit. I'm really upset about that.
Good. I like that.
For 14 damage.
Yeah, you slice into her twice. She hisses at you, as does her hair. Who's next?
Over here.
I'm
That's,
really upset about
Drowdusa.
her, so.
Drowdusa.
Does she avert her gaze?
No.
From the sunlight, so?
From
Oh,
your
sunlight.
mirror, yes, she does.
Oh, you have a mirror? What?
Mirror
Where did that
shield.
come from?
I asked for it.
You
Oh.
asked for it.
She turns. She
That's
moves around your
smart.
friends, so she's behind your she's between your friend and you, so she doesn't have to look at the mirror to look at your friends. And she will lunge her head towards you. Her snakes all lash out, biting you. It's a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
See, 4 piercing and 14 poison.
Ow.
And she stabs at you twice with a wickedly curved drow short sword. And they miss. Probably 14.
No.
14 misses. Great, awesome.
I
You
will
dodge out of the way,
poison
short
to
swords.
Cornelius.
What size is she?
Medium. Thanks
Okay.
for asking, I guess.
And Dobie.
Fairy fire.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, I'll do it too.
She gets 21 on the first one, so you might need to.
Yep. And then avert my eyes. Oh yeah, I already averted my eyes. I was just like, yeah, that's it from me.
Who's next?
Dobie.
Dobie.
Spin like a top so I don't have to look at her and weed whack her. Lowest is 18 to hit.
So you rolled straight?
Huh?
You rolled straight?
Yep.
Great. 18 hits.
And 26 damage from all 3 hits.
Ooh. Want to stun her?
So you
Oh, and
punch.
I stun it.
You punch, kick.
So that's Veltala.
How many times do you stun? Well, we'll see again.
Veltala put the thigh on her
What's your
head.
DC?
My AC?
DC.
Oh, my DC.
Probably like 13, 14.
8 plus percy bonus plus wisdom.
Here's the bag of holding to
13.
put over her head.
13?
13.
Oh, she fails by 1.
Cool.
You count her over, she's dead.
Oh, yay!
Run over. Don't stab her.
it's a comic.
Julius
She
sees
she freezes, and you go like,
Clouds,
You can't.
clouds of
Stunned.
dust are caked up all over the place. You know, you see like shoes and whatever like flying all over.
That feels really overkill.
Yeah, do it. Kill it more.
No.
Anyways,
I
next.
think we just
Is there,
your blade's on, right?
Yeah.
Cool, awesome, great. The whole place is very well illuminated. There's a wardrobe off in the back. There's some nice furniture and stuff. You
Is there any
know,
cool stuff in here?
whatever. You gonna look for stuff.
Yeah.
You open a wardrobe or something.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll
As you open the
investigate.
wardrobe, you see 5 beautiful dresses on a rack made of spider silk, and before your eyes, they burn and become the pale gray
Oh,
facsimiles of
man.
themselves.
I broke them.
You
Yeah.
did.
Also, all of our collective armor is like, well, hold
like
on.
I said, it's
It
simple.
hasn't been an hour. It's
Yeah,
fine.
these don't have quite that magic. These
Yeah,
are
fine.
hold on.
Cool. I closed the cabinet slowly. Like, it was empty, guys. Nothing to see
You
here.
destroyed it, didn't you?
I
You destroyed it.
didn't do anything.
Monster.
Have we
No, I'm just gonna
effectively
cry.
cleansed this place? There's no more.
Yeah, seems like.
Okay.
Anything
Go
else of
back.
interest in
Hey,
here?
what is this like rainbow colored thing here?
Great question. You haven't been there yet.
I want to go there.
Okay.
We all want to
Cut a head off. Take it with us.
Can I have to take it with you?
Yeah.
Great. You have a Medusa head. You
Right.
point at people like it's a joke. Like,
That's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
I would tell you to stop
I'm gonna
that.
like hide it in my shirt.
God, it's terrifying.
I would tell you to stop that.
Yeah, no, it's a bad idea, but I'm doing it.
Can I go really quickly back to those 3 Geodudes?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
The Snake Person's dead. We good?
Can you talk to them?
Oh wait, that's damn it.
Do you
I
speak
would-
Mario?
No, I don't.
When you say that to them, they don't respond.
Okay. Minor
No.
illusion. That us killing it, and then thumbs up.
They don't seem to be looking at it.
I mean, they said it was cleansed earlier, so we just
Yeah.
happened to do this for shits and giggles because we were murder hobos.
Well, I
Anything
mean,
else
if
of interest in there?
Somebody had to do this. Somebody had to do this. I think
Yeah.
that's a reasonable assumption.
Sure. Okay. Cool.
Alright, so are we exploring still?
All the other passages out of here are covered with barricades or rubble.
Yes,
You
we have to
cleared
get
out the
out
rock
first.
layer.
Never mind. Let's go back to the entrance and do a complicated knock.
Complicated knock. Great.
Message.
They open the door.
It's us. Don't worry.
For sure. They open the door. Say, "Wow, you're back so soon."
Yeah.
These are covered in like rock dust, and some of you have beaten up a little bit.
A lot of blood.
It's a
I-
lot
I
more like
wasn't in
instruction
there.
than what's
You're right.
fighting.
It was fine. We
I
found
swear to
this.
God, if you do that, I will. Wait, does he have to make a con save? Does he actually?
Yeah, he starts turning his down.
What?
I'm removing that thing.
Stop
Really?
it.
Really? I thought
Stop
the magic was gone.
It.
I don't know.
Okay, great.
Technically, I guess the power leaves it. I just thought it was funny if he started turning his down.
It would be really
And
fun.
then he like falls over laughing and checks
Because
Wow.
yeah, no, that would get us.
They cast
That
the
would
illusion.
That
that's
would
a
ruin the
good way
campaign
for
for
you
everyone.
guys
Yeah.
to go and get kicked out.
That's okay. Look, like, he freezes and like you see stone like appear on his body, but then he like laughs, moves out of it. It's a minor illusion. He
Oh,
laughs
jerk.
it off.
5.
Like what?
5 to remove disease.
Oh, he's fine. It's a minor illusion.
I know, but
You're carrying the joke. Cool.
Right.
Good. He takes it and says, "Oh, wow, nice."
I've already
I
left
feel
this
good.
person onwards to
The
the.
gingivitis is gone. Haha.
Are we-
Gingivitis.
Are we exploring still, or are we gonna
no,
go
but you
report?
sure had halitosis.
Aww.
Let's at least go talk and explain that we finished that one thing.
Yeah, let's go talk to see if we get any kind of.
To the
Right.
digger, dagger,
Yeah.
macker.
Digger
There were
Matok.
swords all over the
Digger
place.
bags. Yeah, those guys.
Yeah.
Cool. So you get by. They say, "Wow, it was quick." You all right? You
We're looking
seem
for
kinda
all
beat up.
like. It's been a rough day.
Remember, we told you we're good at specialties stuff. Well, this is one.
Good
of
luck
them.
exploding
Did
things.
you? Am I to
You have a
understand that the
problem
rock
with-
blade is gone?
You had a problem
Yup.
we could stab.
And then my friend's about to show you a really, really stupid joke, but please entertain him.
Please feel free to throw him back in jail, though.
No, I mean Dorbo actually laughs long and proud. He says, "Wow, so the rumors were true, huh? A real Medusa, and Drow one at that. How fascinating."
Yes.
Right.
I didn't know those existed.
I mean, it's just
Me either.
it's all a function of vanity, right? If you're vain enough,
Yeah,
the gods will punish you.
I suppose that makes sense.
All right. So.
Describe everything you did there to me.
Okay, we do.
Cool. He says, "Wow, quite the industrious party. Go see Gurnik Tapfinger, head priest of Calador Smooth Hands. He'll be very pleased to know the shrine beyond his funds."
Do we know where this is?
He'll point out on the map.
all right.
Alright,
So-
we go there.
Cool. So Gurnik is a tallish, wispy guy, first person I believe. He turns as you enter, frowns at you two pretty sternly.
Oh, hello.
I can stay outside if you prefer, mate.
He says yes.
No, well, he's a good.
I
he's
stand
a great
uncomfortably
ally.
She, and I walk out.
Oh, she's a great ally. I'm sorry.
Stand comfortably close.
I stand uncomfortably close.
He sniffs at you and turns around.
Okay.
Wait, excuse me, wait.
We
Matlock
killed some
Matlock
stuff.
sent us.
Oh, and what does he want with me?
Okay, well, couple things I'm gonna
Bigger Matlock?
preemptively tell you. We got rid of the ogre bane.
Can I
or-
You
slide
got
of,
rid of the ogre.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, we got-
can I
Ogre
slide
Box
of
Bane.
hand to roll the Medusa's head
Yeah.
through his legs?
And we got rid of certain things, and then here
I
comes
mean,
the
yeah,
funny
sure.
joke.
Oh, also there was the captain of the guard who wants the Medusa head.
Okay.
And that's an natural 20, and that's the other part. That's
Yeah,
funny.
so you roll him between his legs. He screams, quite shrilly, and leaps backwards right into you.
What is wrong
I catch
with
him.
you?
I catch him and say,
We
"It's
don't have that
okay.
kind of time.
She's dead."
He says, "I can see that.
You're not
Why is this
inside.
thing here? Good-
I
We
know,
were
this is
supposed to
Jordan.
show you.
She
We were
was
supposed to show
corrupting
you.
your shrine.
Yeah.
I thought you'd be happy.
Well,
Would you
you-
like a bouquet?
That's not how you
He's
go
still
and
my
tell
beating heart.
people that we destroy a scary monster. That scares them.
He's a jerk. Whatever.
You should be more kind to people. They're
You
much
have
more likely
cleansed the
to give
shrine
you a
beyond.
reward.
Yes.
Well, despite your antics and appearances, you have done Caladuran Stonehands a great favor, and he would not want me to not repay that. So, please, approach one by one, and I shall give you the blessing of Caladuran Stonehands. You are friends to all the stone folk.
We're outside though.
I'll
So
go.
come in.
Okay.
We go
What
inside.
happens
I'll go.
when we walk
Great.
up?
He does a prayer. He takes some gray dust and sprinkles it over your head, and smears some gray mud on your face.
I breathe it in.
Not the same. It just clogs up.
So he offers either do that to your face or to a weapon of your choice.
Face.
Weapon.
What is it?
One weapon.
My fist.
It's a blessing of Caladuran Stonehands.
One weapon of my choice.
One weapon or your face.
Oh, I know what this
My
is.
face.
Face?
Face.
Vegas, I guess.
Face.
Face, face?
Yeah,
Face?
I don't. I mean, I have a sun sword. You can't really do anything to that. Look at
Give her your
face.
face.
Face?
Sure.
Face?
Yeah.
Face.
Face. Okay, so he smears all the gray dust all over your face. You're covered in this stuff. It smells kind of pungent, like deep, earth. And you feel a glowing sensation wash over you. You all have a blessing of protection from Caladuran Stonehands. It gets +1 AC and +1 to saves
It's
forever.
it's a
Oh, neat.
Oh, it's a blessing of protection.
I would flavor it that you need to be respectful towards miners, stonework, and various other Caladuran Stonehand things like in your community. In order to maintain the blessing. Caladuran Stonehands. I mean, obviously, you don't know how to spell that. What's wrong with you?
Add it somewhere?
You have to add it separately. It's like a weird thing.
Well, some of the
There's no
characters
blessing. Yeah.
So where do I do that?
You put it with like an item or something.
What's up?
Can you put it just as that?
How did you do it, Sam? When you got blessings?
I separately increased my saves and increased my AC.
Yeah, there's no casual blessing at the moment.
Sorry, +1 everything.
+1 AC and saves.
It's like a cloak of protection.
Override AC. No.
Any other kind of protection thing.
I'll just do it an extra.
Blessing of protection from Stonehand. I
Caladuran
can't
smooth
spell
hand.
that right now.
Yeah, I'm having such a.
Cool. Brilliant.
Oh my god.
God, it's not gonna have to have words, I assume. But that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, Caladuran. C-A-L.
It's okay. We could look it up later.
A-R-D-U-R-A-N. Cal-Lard U-Ran. U as in umber.
Right.
Ran as in run, but past tense. And then his last name is just Smooth Hands.
Oh, dope.
Smooth Hands.
Oh, smooth hand. I wrote Stonehand.
Smooth.
Yeah, that's
Smooth Hands.
Okay.
Marco.
Sounds
Come on.
like stone.
And that's a +1 to AC as well,
Smooth
right?
Saves.
Hands.
Those are some of the few things that a monk needs.
Even death saves.
Beautiful.
Saves.
That's why, I was showing you
Saves
those sexy
everyone
videos.
needs.
Those sexy pictures.
Yeah, as long as we're good to minors
And stonesmiths.
and children.
I mean, I can be good with that.
Oh, we just did 24 hours for the children. so
Yeah,
it's
we're
like
hella
that.
good.
So that's perfectly appropriate. You can try to find the guard captain and give him this head.
23 hours.
How do you give it to him?
I'm not gonna be part of that.
Respectfully.
Respectfully, he's not a minor, right?
No, he's a guard captain.
Great.
See us.
I'm gonna.
Whatever.
It's like walking people like, are you a minor?
Yeah.
And then you do whatever you were planning to do if they're not a minor. Otherwise, you're like, oh, damn it.
One of these
I'm
times,
lucky I respect you.
one of the times they'll just be like, actually, I was a minor. Oh no!
No, I didn't know.
All right, I'm going to, if at all possible, hide it in his desk.
How's he
You're gonna hide a Medusa head in his desk.
Yeah.
You're gonna break into his desk.
If at all possible, I'm gonna hide it in his desk. So he'll open it up.
Thieves' tools.
Sure.
Why in the desk? Why don't you just leave it like sitting
Just
on his
let it
chair or
happen.
something?
Just put a bucket over it.
Jordan,
Yeah.
how are you doing?
Yeah, that's a good one too. That's a good one too.
1 second, let me check something out.
I just
That bucket
manually
on
Right.
overrided every single
And he
one
picks
of
it up.
my
Oh my
saves.
God!
Magic bonus.
Damn it.
Well,
Yeah.
Thieves' Tools is a
And then same for honor.
it's a 20 or higher.
Okay, yeah. So you pop in one of the drawers, deposit the head in said drawer, and close right back up.
Okay.
As you leave, so you're like a block away, you hear a shout, and then a cheer.
Yay! Wait, did we supposed to get a reward for that though?
Oh, probably.
To go back.
I'll leave a
Get it.
note with it says Veltal was here.
Okay. He comes right to your tavern. He says, "Did you leave me that present in my desk?"
Of course. Yeah. Who else would do
Yeah,
that?
just say it was
Like,
Well, he asked around what your name was, and you got described to him. You're only 2 drow in the place, so it wasn't hard to find you.
right.
He will withdraw a large sack of gold from his pack and place it in your outstretched hands.
I'm gonna do it.
Much gold.
It's
Nice.
large. Let me clear out these. It is 1,000 gold.
Cool.
He says, "You do not know how long I have wished to have that Medusa's head in my grasp. They said she didn't exist. I knew she was out there. She's the root cause of the whole problem. I'm so glad she's dead. I will sleep so much better now that I know she's gone. And that head is going on my mantle."
Cool.
Good.
That's weird, but okay.
I don't think it'll help me sleep any.
Well, I'm glad I have it. You don't.
Hey, you're like the guard of this city, and a lot of people, you do like trading with the people up above,
Well,
right?
I
Yeah.
don't, but the traders do.
But like, would you like know of people that are coming here from up there?
Probably the traders.
The traders do.
Okay. Up there.
And I meet some folk. I know about a few of them, but they're all traders. You can go meet them yourself.
Can you make us introductions? Be like, you really like
Yeah,
us?
of course. Here, follow me. Right this way. Leads you off towards the traders' grotto.
Didn't we already make an agreement with
Right. What? Like,
Digger Matal?
No, I'm just trying to find something.
Oh yeah, I know that, but I meant for.
Sorry, I'm barely here.
That's fair.
He introduces us to some people.
Yeah. So, leads you to a
36
cavern.
minutes. You can do
It's pretty
this.
large. You can see. It's funny. You see all kinds of fungus in the chamber, but they're all made of stone. Like along the walls, on the floor, stone fungus everywhere. They've been cleared away. Like you can see, they've been like scraped, little chunks left, away from like main thoroughfares, but they're still like all over the walls and still in some places on the floor. Blingden Stone's merchants gather here in makeshift stalls amid the stone stalks to hawk their wares and barter with one another. Arriving caravans lower their cargo to warehouses carved out beneath the grotto. And yeah, as you guys enter this place, you hear Swiftneblins happily bartering away money. They don't haggle very aggressively. It's like, one says like 1 gold, one says 1 gold and a silver, and the other one says, "Oh, you. We'll meet halfway, a gold and 5 copper," and they happily agree to that. But anyway, they're totally bartering.
Sure.
As you guys kind of walk into the middle of this with the guard captain at your lead,
This chapter.
suddenly, a strange shimmer engulfs a guard before you. He was standing at the edge of the grotto. He kind of just becomes like this thing kind of washes over him, and he just kind of floats in the air there, looking alarmed. You can see his skin slowly beginning to bubble and burst.
you got gooped.
He got gooped. Roll initiative. As deep gnomes are all around you, draw weapons and shout out a roar. You're being attacked.
Give me my weapons back.
Ooh, 15. 19.
I thought we're done. Okay.
Always more.
Okay.
920, come on.
Sorry, 22.
We ain't done yet.
I got a 23.
Well, Gelatinous Cube's got like a
18.
15.
8.
Really? 23,
That's with minus
What
3
did you
decks. 15.
15, 23 or 22,
They
and
have minus 3 decks, right?
18.
Minus 4, minus 5. Who knows?
Gelatinous cube.
They're just
20.
cubes.
I mean, I don't
Zero
want to hit
22?
this thing. I can shoot lasers at it.
Gelatinous cube has minus 4.
Nice. They got 14. Not that it matters too much.
Oh, I got a 19. I go here.
Gelatinous.
Who got under 18?
15.
15?
They're 14.
Last.
Okay.
All of the multitude
They're
of cubes around you.
Wow, how many?
You can't tell they're invisible.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Until there's something in them, they're completely invisible.
It is the weirdest thing with them, yes.
But like the one has the guard in it, right?
Where's the we
yeah.
will be good guy?
So that one's quite obvious.
Where'd he
yeah.
go?
Right, I can hit that one.
Totally, yeah.
I'm gonna. We probably left
Yeah,
this
maybe
over.
we
I'm
should have
gonna
dealt
like
with this first.
I like those
throw a couple of laser lights at it.
Pew, 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 pew.
All of the lights.
Its AC is 6.
Great. Well, those definitely both hit
Maybe
then.
the fireball one by now.
But the guy in it goes.
I know.
He might have total cover.
11.
Cool, yeah, you blast the thing with 11 points of radiant damage. Doesn't seem to have much of an impact. It's not like it's not effective, it's just this thing doesn't seem to be reduced by the damage. Velty.
That's what I got. Without
So they don't
touching
have
it,
my
which I
weapons
don't
on them,
do.
do they? I'm
I'm
gonna reach over and grab your loot, strum a note, summon a blade,
Oh, cool.
stab.
You just like you grab the loot, strum a note, get a blade, hand the loot back, and stab the thing.
It is the most complicated sequence of events to be doing
just
in
happened?
6 seconds.
Okay.
He
You're
beat
like-
me in
he's
initiative.
like-
I couldn't see him. I couldn't react. It happened so fast.
And then I stab the thing. Does it care about psychic damage?
Maybe.
Well, I assume like a what is that? A 15 hits.
You roll a 5 or lower, you miss.
Okay, great. So does it take care about psychic damage?
Yes.
Okay. That is 17 psychic damage.
The strange
It
thing
quivers
is,
unhappily.
you don't even need a material component for Shadow Blade.
Oh, you
You
don't?
just strummed him. You just took a loot and strummed him.
I thought.
Next.
We see this guy.
Up next is
sorry.
no, me, Jade.
Me, Jade.
That's me.
Is it
gosh.
dark here?
It's dim.
Good. Then I will
Oh yeah,
roll
yeah.
again.
There's those things. I
I got better.
I'm pretty sure you didn't just fairy fire. I'm going to fairy fire them.
How many different things will you verify? That's the interesting question. Do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like
Maybe
that's
it's
fairy
gnomes
fire
too,
right
right?
there.
Oh.
Any of them, yeah.
No gnomes.
Well, the gnomes that are in the gelatinous.
If you do it
thing.
high enough, then it shouldn't matter, right?
I'm not gonna try to hit any of the gnomes outside of the jelly stuff. But if
Oh
they're
wow.
inside, they're
One of them got
inside.
-2 on save.
Well, that's pretty good. And they literally glow like pale green.
Yeah, you guys now see them lit up. There are 5 of them.
Oh, that's so many.
They're all kind of this wall advancing slowly.
It's
more than I wanted.
Boy.
Oh, I don't know.
Can I cast
Yeah.
my
It's
laser
funny
beams
as hell.
as a bonus
Yeah, up
action
next
too?
then is Corny.
Have we been hitting
Corny.
the one? Have we been hitting the one that's
Oh, if I do a key,
Oh,
I can do
got
that
the
as
guy,
a
yeah.
bonus action, so I can hit
I'm
him 4
fishing for a crit.
times.
Does a 9 hit?
He's got an AC of 6.
Oh, okay, so I'm
You
fishing
miss
for
on a
a
1.
crit now.
I used
Yeah,
my
I got it.
bomb of summer court on the guy inside a jelly.
Natural 20.
Heal him back to his-
8
It's a little better.
force damage, and I don't know how this works. Can I shove the glue or the goo away from the person because I have repelling blast?
No.
Oh, okay.
This all goes.
Unfortunately, he is engulfed. He moves with the creature.
Oh, he moves with the creature.
Electo.
Then I move him further away.
Okay, brilliant. I cast spiritual weapon next to the one with several of the gnomes, hit it, crit it, and still only do 6 damage because that's how life works.
Anything else?
And then I will make it. I will tell it
Yeah.
to try to dodge,
Yeah.
and not so much.
Wow.
Just 6 radiant.
Wild.
Okay, wow, this is gonna take a long time.
Yeah, right.
Next is Marco.
Right.
And then I move backwards.
So we're gonna wrap up the combat 'cause I don't want to run 5 gelatinous cubes. That's literally
So
420
many
feet.
gelatinous
Five?
ones.
Or 6.
Yeah, 65 glass cubes.
Disadvantage on my.
Literally
The
unbeatable.
city is lost.
Right.
We're going to the
Bring
next
the towers
city.
down.
I got
What's
my-
the next city
yeah,
we're
I
gonna
got my-
do?
What we
I'll
need
have
to do is
find
we
a
need
way.
to corral these goos and let them fight.
I cast Earthquake and roll them all.
I mean, if you fireball high enough, you're just gonna hit cubes.
So here's what happens. You guys lose a total of 2 more deep gnomes.
No.
But you're able to otherwise protect
Not,
people from
not
Neblin.
our deep gnome though.
Let's put them on the dead pool.
Not deep
How
gnome.
long have they been dead?
Well, yeah. Let's give them some death saves. We'll give them 3 death saves before you get to them.
We don't have to spend our diamonds.
1,
I'll
2,
burn mine.
3. Oh, one's dead. 1, 2, 3. That one's not dead, but he's dead. Never mind. I lied. 1, 2, 3. That one's actually almost stable. Kellar Duran can handle that.
3.
Right?
Out healing word.
3.
Oh, you
yeah.
got him?
3 lay on hands.
Cool. So one of them is stabilized. You guys are all like, my dupe, and heal him for whatever you got.
Will are there just diamonds hanging out? Whoop. Let me borrow these. No, I don't know.
Alright. Dobby's next.
I mean, we're done.
Are we still doing
right.
it?
It's not
we're
bad.
out of count.
It's not
So
bad.
it was over.
Yeah.
Punch
staying
the
over.
air.
Okay, I'm gonna crit one for.
They're dead. They're all dead.
I know,
You
but I
said
want
there
to do
was some
it.
deep gnomes left.
So Calderon.
Oh my god.
54 damage.
Yeah, you sure got that deep gnome.
I'm not a deep gnome.
It's only target rounds.
Great.
So does Calder. So does he actually revive? Anyways, so.
The guards will take those deep gnomes away towards the priest.
Oh yeah, I was gonna.
I guess they move fast with you guys helping, and they're able to revivify them in time.
Yeah.
Move fast. I'll grab the diamonds and help revive one of them.
Those deep gnomes are able to cover their own costs, thankfully. They're very grateful to you guys for rescuing their body and making sure they got there on time. Otherwise, it would cost a lot more money and would have been less pleasant.
So that's 2 bodies I owe my goddess. Okay, cool.
Well, you didn't do the reviving.
I thought I. Okay, it's fine. Let's move on.
We help by carrying.
Okay, cool.
Also, did you kill the Medusa?
This one. That one. That one?
I don't remember.
We didn't finish the combat because you
This
were
one
like,
because-
we're
no, you
just
were the one who
stunned
stunned
it
it.
all
You stunned
out.
it and
Yeah, I
Yeah.
killed the
We all stunned it and we
Oh,
just
you
kinda
stunned the Medusa.
Yeah, and then we just
Killed
started
it.
walking.
Cool.
And then we
Perfect.
pummeled
And I wasn't
it.
sure if the weird mix of animal and myconid counted as.
Sure, absolutely. There was a dark soul in there somewhere.
Hey, all right, cool. So 0 bodies owed to goddess. All right, cool. So
Jim Jarvis proud.
hey, so we were talking with that individual, or you were talking
Yeah,
with the
I'm
captain.
trying. Where's the traders?
All
Right.
of them scattered.
So once all the ooze is cleaned up, they have slowly and then all at once return to their stalls.
Waka waka waka.
Yeah. So at this point, Mr. Dorbo, the captain, comes in.
Mm-hmm.
He connects you guys with he and the captain both connect you guys with some traders. Who say that in like 2 days' time they're happy to set off for the surface world.
Cool. Appreciate that. Question. You see a lot of people coming in and out here. Yeah.
Yep.
Have you seen any other like human women recently? Younger? No.
Nope. No
Okay.
human woman. No, we don't really usually transfer people down. It's usually the other way around.
Yeah, like going out.
Yeah, no, people don't really want to go down usually.
Like no one's left.
Not sure why. Oh, you mean up, like
Yeah.
out?
Yeah.
Oh, last one we took was a young dwarf boy.
That's not helpful.
Sorry.
That's okay. Thanks.
I'm gonna ask the traders if any of them have jelly.
Jelly.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a joke in poor taste?
I mean, probably. I'm craving toast and jelly.
Just scare some off the floor, don't you?
Oh, it's not quite sweet enough for me.
So in those 2 days,
Well, what's what were we trying to say? All will be well.
he made it all the way.
Question.
He made it all the way.
Shusha survived despite a lot of things.
Yeah.
Shimshar was the safest one.
Shusha Redemption. Shusha Redemption.
Shashi.
Shushar.
Jim Jars made it
Safest
back. Eldeth made it back. They survived. Yeah.
All right, so you guys will manage to escape through
Hey, the
with
Prince
traders.
made it back.
You travel for about 20 days up a long tunnel that arcs slowly upwards.
But
What?
I need to be dropped off at my house.
Oh,
I'm
there's,
going
we're
up.
not even anywhere
Yeah,
close.
Yeah.
No, you
You can
don't.
crash with us for a while.
The tunnel doesn't go that way. You'll have to find your own way. You can stay in Blingdenstone while you plan your next move.
Don't you like being able to do stuff for yourself?
There's so much nice sunlight up here. Oh, I take my armor off.
What? But
Don't worry about it. Take my armor off.
If your leg was destroyed, when you were with the house whatever frat you were with, I bet you a bottom gold. I don't know what they say, but that
Jacket.
that they would not replace that with a cool leg like that.
yeah, I'd be ground up and fed to something.
Dobie,
Exactly.
Yeah.
why don't you just hang out with me for a bit?
Okay.
At the very least, at least serve him or her. Sorry. At least serve.
Banished.
Boom!
I got my body.
20 something on a charisma save.
I bring a few knight spores up with me and plant them.
So,
that's
will you
not how it
guys
works
be
at
my
all.
new
No,
house?
it's not. I don't understand.
That's the opposite of how it works.
I don't understand.
But will all of you guys be my new house then?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, if you ever see me again.
Wow!
I mean, I have to go find my sister. I don't.
Yeah,
plan
good
on-
enough. Cool.
You guys should be
Hanging
house
around.
rats.
Everyone make a charisma save. I survived.
I feel feels fitting. You would name it after your friend.
Alright, so it's a
Sure.
20.
He was the first one who gave his life so you guys
Yeah,
could
yeah,
survive.
yeah.
Yeah, house
Cool,
rock.
cool. Okay.
So, yeah,
House
it's
madness.
there.
Yeah, so you guys travel for 20 days up to the caverns. The traders are very pleasant. It's a long journey. There's some harrowing experiences, but you emerge victorious at the end. Finally, at the end of this long tunnel, you've been underground for months and months. You barely remember what it's like to be above ground. Suddenly, with blinding light, you see a tunnel up ahead open up into empty space.
Literally.
As you emerge, tumbling from the cavern
That's
onto
lovely.
like a gravelly slope, some of you kiss the ground, some of you lie down on it, some of you bask in the glow of the sun, some of you wish that you hadn't quite come out during the day.
I cast darkness on us.
There you go.
No.
On us two, are you kidding
Soar
me?
into the
Sure.
sky.
Right, that's the sunglasses.
Yay.
But you emerge not too far away from Waterdeep. You're able to get back there in
Ah.
short order, and you have plenty of time to rest, recuperate, reconnect, and
Waterdeep.
figure out what your next move is.
Sleep.
You'll all level to 7, I think, is your current level, and hopefully at some point in the future you will, be called in by someone. Oh, real quick, I'll walk out each of these guys. So, Prince Darendil doesn't know what he's going to do on the surface, but he wanders off towards Cormanthor.
I go with them.
Yeah. We'll figure that out in the epilogue. Jim Jar waves goodbye to you guys. He's going back down to Blingdenstone. Tells you to visit often. He wants to see you.
Yeah,
We're
4 to
betting
1
on
odds.
this.
I'm not gonna.
Don't
do
forget
that.
to send mail. You know where to find these traders now. You're gonna send messages with them. Just leave them here with a couple of gold. They'll make sure it gets to me.
The 1,000,000 to 1
I
that will
will
come visit.
offer my hand to shake.
Shakes on it. Eldith heads off to Gauntlgrim. She's going overland first because she's tired of being underground. She's going to go back down to Gauntlgrim. She tells you that you have earned a friend among the Gauntlgrim dwarves. Her father will be very pleased to hear of you, and if you ever get the occasion to visit, she encourages you to do so. There'll be a room, fresh food, a feast,
Festival.
great music, and friendly faces. Shushar is excited to be on the surface.
Oh,
He's not sure how this is going to work. But he just wanders off into the forest saying, oh, blah, blah, blah. He sees a deer and kind of walks up to it. Oh, blah, blah, blah. The deer looks at him and twitches its ears and then runs off. He kind of chases after him.
I feel like I would have tried to take him to the city with me.
Sure, absolutely.
Like,
you
that's
can-
gonna go so much.
You can retrieve him. He follows you happily, but he kind of like points off to the deer and goes, "Oh, well."
Yeah, that's you can't
We
talk
cast
to them.
haste on him.
That's horrifying.
I'm gonna take you to the city where you can teach people your ways.
Oh,
He will teach yoga. It'll be great.
Oh.
He also doesn't like the sun, but that's normal. He has to have like an umbrella.
Yeah, we can like get him a big leaf or something.
Totally. Yeah, he gets a big leaf, and Waterdeep he gets like a very fancy umbrella. So he's this like little Kotoa monk looking dude with a little robe, habit, such thing. He's got this big, burly, like with frills umbrella.
Yeah.
It's like pink. It's fine.
It's beautiful.
He's confident.
You're good.
All over the world.
Yeah, and he wanders around the Waterdeep streets now, telling people all will be well. He gets some weird looks from the guards, but eventually everybody gets to know him, and he fits right in. Waterdeep's a funny place that way.
Yeah. I feel like he'd be happier in the
That
city
one time
than
we
the
went down
woods.
to Undermine.
People can listen to his message.
For sure.
He could also be stabbed in the city.
But no one stabbed him yet.
You escort Prince
He didn't
Darendil
take
to
a
Garantha
single
Forest.
tidbit of damage except for
Nobody's heard of him.
What?
What?
Nor had
And
I.
the elves are kind of rude about it. Because he's clearly not an elf. Like, one of their mages does like a rudimentary detect magic spell. He doesn't have any magic on him.
We could have just cast.
Well,
That's crazy.
I mean, I would like you to know that nobody believed him.
Did anyone ever cast detect magic?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of you asked about,
Sure,
him.
totally.
You have to look at it to like see the thing.
But we also, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I also heavily doubted him anyway.
I totally believed
I
him.
doubted him, but he was useful.
So he gets a
I
little
do believe
violent.
him.
They also have to restrain him because he starts like tearing trees up and bushes and stuff and
No.
harming people. Once he calms down,
Darendil.
he re-examines his life, and the elves are gonna help him out. They're gonna like cast some magic, repair his memories. He realizes that he's always been a Quaggoth. He doesn't know why he thought it was Prince Darendil, and the elves suspect foul play. But that's a story for another time.
Revenge!
So
Anyway,
is
that's
there
where
an
you guys
actual
end.
Prince
Hey.
Darendil? There isn't.
No, there is not. It's all fabrication.
Wow.
They will tell you that it was unbelievably powerful illusion. Like, they had to struggle for days to unravel it.
They were rolling 11. They're just about magic.
Enchantment!
Enchantment.
Anyways.
So they were rolling like 18s on Dispel.
Should we ever get in touch with the Society of Brilliance again?
Not in this particular excursion. I would keep them in mind for the future.
Thank you, Marco.
Hey!
Well, thank you guys. That was very thank you for running.
We're alive!
We did it!
I have another session in 20 minutes.
You fool!
What?
You fool.
You thought you were done. No,
If you're watching this stream, thank you for sticking with us or for viewing this clip after the fact. We really appreciate you guys, being part of this. We wouldn't do it if not for our wonderful viewers. At least not, this grand. So thank you so much for all your generous donations. If you've donated, please know that you have our sincerest thank yous for that. We are a very accomplished Extra Life team now. We are 5th in the rankings.
Hey!
Yeah.
And we hit 2,000 as a team.
Almost at our goal, $2,000. That's crazy. It's crazy. This is all very wonderful. We're so glad to have all of you on board. Thank you all so much.
Tune in next week.
We're doing it all again.
More of this madness!
Hey, come out to a game and stuff like that.
Yeah, come out and play an eBell games if you don't already, or if you do, come out and play it more often. If you don't run games, you should totally run games. It's great.
When does everybody run?
GobbleCon next weekend.
GobbleCon?
Can I turn it off?
Whatever.
Just remember,
Totally.
all will be
Goodbye.
well.
Thank you for watching.
All will be well.
All will be well.
I'll be well.